Hey everybody. I don't know.
Hi, chat.
It seemed like a good idea to do the whatever the Simpsons character was. I don't remember what it's called.
Uh,
I do
Dr.
believe
Nick?
the line is "Let there be dice."
Oh, look up. You bet.
Let there be
Or
a
yeah.
dancing hand.
Something about steamed hams.
Dancing hand, dancing
Petrolius,
snake.
were you talking about the Dr. Nick? Hello,
Yeah.
everybody.
Hello
I
Hello.
everybody.
need to, there we go. That was
Yeah.
weird.
We have stuff and a die rolling. And there's not been a die roll recently, but y'all get the picture.
Why
What do you
is
mean there
the
hasn't been a die roll
game
recently? The
loading?
D10 of Fate's in the mail.
Yeah, in the mail.
In the mail.
Whatever.
Seems about average.
4. 4.
4 Thunk. I'm glad D-Train knew exactly the joke I was telling there.
Mm-hmm.
That's my shtick. Get off my D10.
D10 of Fate plus 1. So I didn't write a recap for this one because this last week was, let's call it, hectic.
A week.
A week.
Yeah.
Oh.
We took a sudden week off. Also I want to say this because it will be relevant for some number of people who are not technically in the stream but might be viewing. I don't know. Happy Mother's Day for everyone for tomorrow, or for people who it is tomorrow. Happy Mother's Day today. I think tomorrow's Mother's Day. I'm fairly certain Mother's Day.
I believe so.
Yep, tomorrow's Mother's
It
Day.
is.
I meant to do something
Yeah.
for my mom. Oh well. This is my Mother's Day present to mom. I'm saying it in front of everyone. Happy Mother's Day. I might be a bad son today. Yeah, so thank you. Hope you all had a great week. Hope you had fun last weekend, and I need to do a recap. So
What did I do last Saturday? I don't even remember.
I'm assuming you played some sort of video game.
We did. Did we do Archipelago? We probably did Archipelago.
That sounds.
That was
good.
what we were supposed to do in the evening on Saturday. If I was
Oh.
awake during the morning on Saturday, I don't remember what I did.
I think you did
No.
Zelda.
I don't think anything happened.
I did something. I don't know what the fuck it was. Though. Oh, I watched wrestling last weekend, which also wasn't in the plans, but
Previously on Avatar.
previously on Dragon Balls. So speaking of Avatar, the story I played at earlier today has board games. It had it has a couple like tables up front. Where it's like, here's board games of different types. This one's board games of this type. This one's board games of this type. One of the tables had a little sign that said Avatar question mark. It's like look at it. It's like, all right, that one's got Aang on it. That one's got Katara. That one's got Aang. That one's got some blue funny looking aliens. Like ah,
Someone had fun.
yeah, someone thought they were clever, and I did too.
That's funny.
So continue to move away from the stalling. The last time y'all made decisions. You went to go to the speech.
D-Train.
You went to a speech.
You went to a speech. You heard a speech. Paladar
Yeah.
made a decision that was about as wise as,
Oh.
as the fairy companion.
Look,
He
only
made his
good
second saving throw.
decisions. Only good
Hey,
decisions were made.
my
What do you
decision
mean?
was great. I gave him +3 to his saving throw, and it helped. Kind of, probably.
I mean,
Catrolius was referring strictly to the fairy's 6 wisdom.
yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Decisions were made.
Yep.
Let's leave it at that. Joel, y'all somehow did not get in a fight with the entire town, which I appreciate. There were a lot of minis on
We
that
would
board.
never.
You
We
say
would
this.
never.
You met the hero Sapiens officially.
We met Casimir.
You met Casimir. You met one of the heroes.
And the ranger lady. D-Train has a new goal.
Hey, the people listening don't know about that goal yet.
I was vague.
I was too. I will not be vague about this. I am not role playing that with you. Not gonna
That's
happen.
fair.
Oh, I remember.
It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna be bladed. It's a
That's
wink,
fair.
wink, nudge, nudge, fade to black.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hit like what's it called? Careful whispers.
Careless whispers.
You can be careful whispers
Hey.
sometimes.
Careful with.
That's only if I'm successful.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's just playing that music with controllers and saying now roll a
Roll the
I don't know
performance check.
charisma performance.
Roll performance, roll a constitution save. I put too much thought into that joke. So yeah, y'all had a speech. Y'all were told the general plans of the group, of the speaker and of the Hero Sapiens. As just a reminder, the speaker was going to one of the next towns, and then the Hero Sapiens were going to stay in town a week and then follow along.
I thought
You thought?
no, ignore that.
Okay. Did I forget to do a dumb? Nope. I didn't.
The fanatic went off on Kaladar and then left.
He went
It was a good wrestling match versus Kaladar in the backpack.
That too.
Yeah. Huh?
I wanted to forget.
I have here in my notes. Cal backpacks himself.
So I'm trying to remember exactly what you're talking about with this. 'cause
I
He was trying
wanted
to
to
he was trying to hit the
forget.
fanatic when me and him were talking to him,
No.
He
and
got
he
caught on the backpack.
he got
and
caught
fell.
by the backpack.
Oh, that's right.
The
Yeah.
universe did not let me fight things.
I mean, one of them. At one point, the universe was, Casimir and someone else.
Mm-hmm.
God, y'all actually did a
Wait,
lot.
there was another one? No, it was just Casimir.
Controlius,
I feel like someone in
are
the party
we
helped you.
are we currently
Oh wait, no,
D-Train
D-Train.
dispelled
back
the
to
charm.
inn
Yeah, D-Train dispelled.
to rest and then going the next day? I think that's right.
If
Isn't
that's y'all's, that was, I think, the plan y'all made.
it? Okay.
I think the plan is to go towards Shadowmoor, and if there's something in between us and that, we might as well stop there, right?
Mm.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be
Like, I
very
think
blatant.
Groudon is between us and Shadowmoor. Maybe.
I didn't do that one on purpose. I thought the name Groundon sounded cool. I didn't know why.
I mean, Pokemon.
Yeah, but I
Things-
didn't think about Pokemon. Yeah, if so.
Sure.
God damn it.
Is there anything y'all want to do
Right.
before you leave town?
Wake up the two wizards. Make sure they're coming with.
That's fair.
We're on a long rest, right?
Yeah, you'll get a long rest.
Okay.
Long rest has
Uh,
subsided. We are awake and discussing the plan.
At the risk of being repetitive, because I think every party member has done this at least once now,
Gotcha.
I want to go to the blacksmith before we leave town.
Okay.
And it's gonna take like a minute, so it's not that long.
I need to do my my sessionally cheese training.
I don't remember if I added my experimental elixirs.
Just add more.
Just add more.
I want to skip
Animal
from the
handling.
guard.
D-Train.
Oh.
Suplex.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Oh, god damn it.
Ooh.
What are you trying to train Cheese to do today?
I was still on my grind of having him find useful things for the party.
Okay.
Our ability checks, skill checks.
Yes, ability checks or skill checks.
Our skill checks, ability checks.
So,
I'm asking if I can Flash of Genius.
I don't know what Flash of Genius does.
When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or a saving throw, you can use your reaction to add intelligence modifier of +3.
Basically, do you see this happening?
So what I'm doing is I have to check one very specific thing because I don't remember. Everyone's level 7, right?
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
shall be.
So your stats are your ability scores, basically,
Hmm.
and all the skills are based on abilities, obviously. They have the abilities named next to the modifier. So all skill checks are ability checks, but not all ability checks are skill checks. Like if
So I can Flash of Genius anything in the big column.
yes, if it's a skill check.
All right.
yes.
I don't care that much about training the mouse properly. I just wanted to make sure it worked on skill checks.
Yep. I'm assuming Flash of Genius says ability check. I don't remember. Yes. Flash of Genius. That's yeah, ability check. Ability check or saving throw, because saving throws are the very specific saving throws.
Mhm.
All right. So what are you offering him for success?
Nothing.
No,
I'm not doing it. Oh.
D-train suplex.
Well, it's usually a scrap of food, usually of the cheese variety. Cheese for cheese, yo.
Making him a cannibal.
Cannibal, yes, that's
Roll
the
for
idea.
cheese.
Oh God.
So you're just trying to teach him general things, general tricks. Come over here, go over there. And you're pointing at something like having your finger reach out. And you're trying to teach him generally, like trying to get him to not have to follow your finger and just sort of pointing instead of like you've had him just go get random things before. Now you're trying to get him to direct him. And you point at something, you move your finger, you stretch out your finger and point here, and goes to get that and brings it. He sort of understands that concept, and that's something you've done already. So at this point, you sort of point, and he grabs your finger and reaches for the cheese, and it's not what you're trying to get him to do, so you try and do it again, and he's not really getting it. And after a couple times where like you're pointing, he's grabbing your finger, you're not stretching your finger, you're just sort of pointing and trying to get him to understand that. He just sort of looks at you and he's on his back hind legs. And he stomps a couple times and then stretches his arms out and shakes his front paws and shakes him to the side and double hits your finger. He looks angry. But beyond that, you tried.
Yeah.
When in fact you try and you don't succeed. Where are the wizards?
I don't know. Gonna have to attempt to steal from a guard.
You want to try and steal from a guard? Alright.
Yeah.
Roll sleight of hand. Or, yeah, roll sleight of hand.
Okay.
I had to put my headset charging cord in. Who's holding sleight of hand for what?
Sasuke's trying to steal from a guard.
Why?
Why?
Because waiting for wizards and people are bored, apparently.
So. Roll
Yeah,
a-
Siri just wants to get thrown in jail before the rest of us leave town.
Roll a d20.
Wait, was that a nat 20?
That was a
Or
natural.
20.
So I'm gonna ask this question. I'll ask it once. I want your answer. Are you going to just steal their gold? Or are you going to try and steal their bag and put it back? Or are you just going to keep the bag after you take it? What are you doing? I'm assuming you're aiming for their coins.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll go for the coins and leave the bag.
So steal the money and then put it back afterwards.
I'll keep maybe a third of it.
Keep a third of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you roll stealth check for me.
If I can open my browser, there we go. Actually, I can't see that.
That's an 18.
What'd you say?
That's an 18.
Is 18.
So
Petroleus, move your mic a little closer if you can. You've gotten quiet.
can you hear me better now?
I think so.
Okay.
Only a little better.
I
Turn them on.
be honest, I need to get a new mic. I might have.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey.
I might have broken the little arm on this one by accident a couple months ago, and I've been avoiding buying a new one.
Uh-oh.
So, as you try and sneak around, trying to find a good guard. You're coming around a corner and you see this, and this guard is watching you. And you can sort of tell you're being watched. You try to approach them, trying casually, but you can see they don't trust you, and they're sort of watching you carefully. They advance on you. What are you doing?
Are they asking me that, or?
Yes, they're asking
Or
me that.
oh hi, I'm just taking a walk through the town. I'm kind of new here. Me and my party just got here a few days back. Bunch of crap happened. You know, I mean, did you hear about that snake? I mean, such a good dancer. I mean, we just came
Are you
back
still a deer?
from the forest. We just a whole bunch of stuff happened. What's going on with you?
And he's just sort of watching you, and you can't tell if he believes you. But as you're talking, you're sort of moving one hand, trying to get him distracted as you're speaking to him, and you reach down and you're able to fiddle with this coin purse and get a few coins out, and before closing and sliding it back into your pocket. You keep him distracted well enough, though he looks suspicious of you. He sort of brushes you off and sort of tells you to just stay out of trouble.
Will do, Mr. Guard.
You have collected 1 gold, 2 bronze, and 1 silver.
All right.
Bronze.
Copper. That's what I said.
1 gold.
1
gold.
1 gold, 1 silver, and 2 copper.
Sweet.
Who is going to the blacksmith?
I just wanted a brief visit.
Okay. Does anyone else want to go?
It,
In the
it's
interest of actually getting to leave town, I'm not going with.
yeah. This is gonna be super fast. I'm not trying to buy anything.
Oh, you're not gonna buy anything. You're just gonna tell him something.
Yes.
Roll a con save for me, real quick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Fair. Yeah, I did remember this.
Yeah. There's our wizards.
There they are.
That's
Jesus.
23.
40 minutes of cutscenes later.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's like I'm gonna start just like I don't want to say dick around, but I don't want to just sit around doing nothing since we had a will.
Also, I should stop saying the word blacksmith and actually call him by his name, Erdrin.
I rolled 2
Erdrin.
nat 20s.
So as you walk in, it is horribly smelling still. I don't know if you've been here yet since this smell.
Yes.
But it doesn't smell great. But you're able to stomach it, and you walk in, and you can see Erdrin. He's covered in sweat. He just looks exhausted.
I knock on the door, try to get his attention.
Hey, little lady, and you can see he doesn't have anything stuffed up his nose anymore. It still doesn't smell good, but if you'd been here previously, you know it smells better than it did before.
Yeah.
Hello.
I just wanted to let you know that we're just leaving town. And I know, like, you guys are super nice. You're working on that for us, going through all the trouble. I I didn't want to leave without letting you know. And if you wanted to try to get a hold of us, we made some very nice friends over at the Black Robe Mages, and you can like go over there, and I guess they have this thing called sending. I think they'll let you send us a message when your little project here is done, and we can come back and collect and pay for it.
And you see Erdrin sort of look confused as he looks, as you mentioned, the Black Road Mage. So he turns to his slightly shorter younger brother, or slightly shorter brother, dwarven brother, who explains that they are a cult of mages in town that wear black robes, as the name suggests. And Erdrin
I
nods.
mean,
He goes,
we just
I appreciate you
sorry.
letting me know. We're probably gonna, in a few weeks, go visit our brother in Podunk. He's
Oh.
also a blacksmith.
This is your way of letting us not leave them behind.
Oh, that's slightly convenient. We're going kind of in that direction, probably.
And roll perception for me.
Yay, my -2 favorite skill. That's still a natural 19, though. That's not bad.
So you are usually
decent.
pretty oblivious.
That was definitely not my controller.
It sounded like you dropped dishes.
It
Yeah.
did.
Well, it fell on a plate, so it knocked the plate off with it.
Thunk.
Multi-kill.
You're usually not very
Three.
perceptive. Clang, clang, clang.
You were saying?
You're usually not incredibly perceptive about emotions and behavior, but even you're able to tell that, names lose me. The blacksmith.
Erdrin.
No, the other one.
Oh, he's the one I
Torgal.
remember. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thorgal does not look very happy about visiting the other brother.
Oh.
He mumbles something about stupid little elf. Or stupid little
Got
elf.
an elf now too?
So we have an orc, a dwarf, a dwarf, and an elf. And the dwarf doesn't like the elf. That sounds like out of the book.
I'm not gonna say anything in response, but I'll note it. Yeah. Make note of it.
But he agrees that he's sure that there's some wizard in Podunk that will be able to help them send a message. And if they have to contact their another brother, they will let you know.
Okay.
So Grandma and Hippo, to catch all up. I did a recap. It was short. It was sweet. It was a thing that I did. Then y'all were discussing what you wanted to do, and then Trixie wanted to mention to the brothers. And Zalti tried to steal
Trixie?
Gold from McCall. Not
Didn't
Trixie.
work.
Xenia wanted to mention the blacksmiths, and
I just don't want to leave town
So-
without them knowing. That's all.
do y'all want to do anything else?
I would
Yeah.
like to set out for Shadowmoor.
Yes. That.
I'm assuming that unless otherwise mentioned, Hippo and Grandma have no specific things they want to do before leaving town. After a long rest the next day.
I have nothing.
Nope, I'm
I
good.
don't think so.
All right.
Oh, I don't have music going.
So for y'all to know, the trip from town names Kestdale to Enderburg was about half a day. I'm going to use the travel pace listed on my DM screen. A full day's walk at normal speed is, let's call it 24 miles. From Kestdale to Enderburg was about, because you spent a little bit of time in the middle of those couple battles.
Mm-hmm.
It
A
is going
couple.
to take a while to start getting elsewhere.
Uh-huh.
as you leave Enderburg, I'm assuming you're leaving to the west.
Oh, speaking of places and locations and distances, is there any way we can get like a map of like not just the town, but like bigger areas from the town guards, or is that not a thing?
The town guards wouldn't have a map of the general area. Well, they have a
Okay.
map of like the surroundings. They know to the north of town is the
Okay.
lake, to the south is the swamp. Castell is to the east. To the west is along the road. It splits, going north to Gradon and south to Podunk.
Yeah, I remember that. I just wanted to see if we can get a map, but okay.
At this point, I'm going to sort of make you draw your own. I will give you general directions. I'm not going to give you precise directions because my map is changing as we go.
Fair.
Also,
I like
if I
my
give you a
maps.
map, I can add stuff later.
You can always leave parts blank.
There's a lot blank, but I can also move stuff around.
Okay.
So as you travel, so it's going to take to walk to the next city is going to take more and more time.
Walk.
Yeah, we can get a carriage and like horses at some point,
I
right?
was about to ask, is that a soft direction to try to get transportation?
No, that's me saying to walk to the next area. It's going to take a little bit of time. If you
Okay.
want to get a carriage or horse, that's something you can do. You haven't asked about that. So
I'm saving my money and I can ride a wolf. I can't speak for everyone else on that though.
Okay, now
I'm
how
not
much?
saving my money because I don't have any to save.
Let's see. I've got
Exactly.
166 gold. Can that get us a carriage?
I can build the carriage.
If you can build a carriage, I can pull it until we get a
Okay,
horse.
where's our druid to transform into a horse? And then we just got it all. We got someone building the carriage and someone who just draws the carriage.
Everyone's time to take polyjuice potions until something turns into a horse.
No, just give me a speed buff. I can pull a carriage.
That doesn't work.
Why not?
I'm going to make you do a lot of checks. You'll eventually run out.
I mean,
I
So
got
here's the
it.
thing: Hippo casts Enlarge, I cast Enhance ability, and he's got like double carrying
Bro,
capacity,
I
and he's
have
big.
1,200 pull, drag, lift, carry capacity. 1,200. I think I can do
Sorry,
this.
everyone get on Cal's shoulders.
Like
Make a
this is
pyramid
something
quick.
we can do. The problem is that it's not going to be faster.
No, it's
To
not
interrupt
gonna
y'all
be
real
fast.
quick, will one of you check the stream to make sure sound is coming through for y'all?
It was,
is-
yes.
Cool.
I'll click it again to make sure that our voices are coming through. Your voice was.
Okay, that's my main concern because I just realized that you were coming through a different audio port than normal, and I wasn't sure why.
Everything's coming through.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
I turned y'all down a little bit because y'all kept spiking and it was turning red, so I wasn't sure if that was
Alright.
just going deaf at one point. So you're wanting to get a horse to carry your things. That's
Why would we need to be subburdened when we have a bag of holding?
I mean, we'll carry y'all as well.
Oh.
You're part of your things in this.
to drive the
situation.
carriage.
Yes, drive the carriage. that
Yeah.
Mitchell wants to make.
Oh.
I still don't think this is going to be faster. Unless Controlius
Then
feels like
walk.
making it faster.
I mean, a horse with a carriage should be about the same or a bit faster if you walk compared to walking.
Yeah.
There's a reason why there's people and traders going with a carriage and not just wandering. Mostly they're wares, but also it's not that much slower.
I don't know. I vote we keep walking, and if we happen to find a wild horse, D-Train has an animal handling bonus.
I
mean,
can talk to it now.
You could also go for the okay, let's just look out for something on the side and maybe find it on the side, but I guess you could also still ask.
I
at
mean,
the
I don't think a
staples, if there is any staples to like what it would cost before making the I want to get it for free treatment.
I
Ask
mean,
it
I don't
doesn't
think
cost.
I don't think we're gonna just find a horse along the way because who's pulling the carriage then?
We
Well,
don't make the carriage now.
We just don't.
I mean,
get
I
the
assume the carriage is gonna take you a bit of time to make.
I have a potion. but
Yeah,
I'm not
about
using
as
it,
much time as it would take D-Train to tame the horse.
Really?
I'm an
Oh.
artificer. I can recruit the dumb barbarian who probably won't put the nails in upside down.
It's a lot of faith right there, my guy.
Yeah, that's a lot of
Yeah.
faith.
The amount of
Uh.
like my smile right now is very large, and y'all can't see it. I'm disappointed.
Well, you want to talk about the last time I had an interaction with a thing, with just an object? It wasn't good.
Just don't
Exactly.
roll in that one. We talked about this.
You did try to
Oh.
play a drum with your face once.
Yeah. I
Uh-huh.
mean, he has
Uh-huh.
the spirit.
Anyways, off to Shadowmoor or Podunk or Groudon or whatever one is the intermediate town.
I mean, you're halfway there.
Whatever comes first, I guess.
So as you walk, I'm assuming. So walking.
Walking.
Okay.
If
Walk.
there's a horse on the side of the
Whether-
road, D-Train might try to tame it. We'll figure it out.
I have a potion that I could use to turn me. Unless you want a celestial deer.
You want a
This-
celestial
I
deer
mean-
to pull the carriage?
It was
The
We don't
so-
point
have
of
a
the carriage is to take work off of the party, not put more work onto the
It
party.
was still a bipedal
But you still
celestial deer.
you still
Alright, should I
weren't
just-
suggesting to have Will carry.
I am
No, no,
assuming
not-
at
Yeah,
this
he's not
point-
part of the party.
I
I'm assuming-
double backed on that because I was like, it'd be funny, but it's not faster.
Should I just change my beast aspect to double our movement speed?
I was gonna say I assumed Cal has already started walking, and I'm gonna follow him.
I mean,
Yeah.
we already went
I
way
can-
there according
I
to
can
Controlius.
double our movement speed if I feel like it.
What were you saying, Controlius?
I was gonna wait till y'all made a decision, but I guess y'all have.
Yeah, we're
We'll
walking.
go.
We're walking.
Yeah, sure. I already started walking.
All
Let's
right.
go with that.
So I'm not gonna make you all roll a nature check because I'm assuming none of you are stupid enough to walk off the road.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah,
faith in
make,
us.
makes sense.
We were also given very detailed directions last time, so yes.
I mean, let's just say that not all of us would be stupid enough to walk off the road, and the ones who would walk off the road would most likely get dragged back.
I might.
Dragged
Are you
back, he
trying to
says.
search for mushrooms again?
Oh, dear.
All right, we're halfway there. What happened?
So yeah, I mean you're halfway to leaving.
Okay.
So as you start walking, I'm not gonna have anyone have to roll a nature check. I had another check I was gonna have someone roll, but I forgot the fuck it was. What are your marching orders? Who's in front? Same as normal.
Well,
Phoebe and I will be up front.
I'll be in the back this time.
naturally, Mr. Barbarian is always in the front.
Yes.
I guess I'll be
Barbarian
third in
is
line.
Always in front.
I'm assuming the wizards are between Zatsu and Legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of zigzagging along this path.
I counted 6 people and just remembered we had a backpack slime.
Yep. It's like I was waiting for someone to be like D-Train, and I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
ask
I
that
was
question.
I mean,
Yeah.
I figured.
I wasn't asking D-Train, I was asking the 7th person until I realized it was D-Train.
Yeah.
That mysterious seventh party member.
G-City person.
Gotta do
as,
some gambling.
as a question, Doc, BB.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about her?
You're writing on.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
just say that.
It's
Right,
tiny,
that's
tiny
started.
size wolf. Tiny size on the wolf.
Okay. Cool. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make it said. 'Cause I am forgetful today. I've used my brain today. I don't need more of it. I mean,
I saved some bacon from the breakfast at the inn to give to her as well. She likes that.
who doesn't like bacon? I know Jews who eat bacon.
What happens if I polymorph the dog?
God, don't make me think that.
Wasn't-
Um,
Legend has that experimental face on, and he's like, "Ooh, I want experiment."
Will,
Eh,
I want you to roll a D8.
okay.
Gotta
What
decide which
fate?
encounter we're getting.
The D8 of fate.
You
Who
gotta
says it's
D8
random encounters?
The
It's
D8
not
of
a
death. I mean, of friendship.
Friendship.
Of happy fun
Yeah.
times.
Happy
The
fun.
D8 of
I
what
mean,
gets smited today.
No, it's encounters. It can also be a nice encounter. It doesn't
Yeah,
have
it
to
could
be
be.
a battle encounter.
Could just run into a group of other travelers again.
All right,
Oh.
Mr. Dungeon Master, what does a 6 get us?
I
The
lost
dungeon 6, naturally.
Dungeon 6.
The D2?
I mean, I was gonna say
The
there's
D2
Yeah,
is
there's
left.
only two
only
now.
two left.
They recruit quickly.
Yeah.
They recruit quickly.
Not the
Also,
not
the
Doug
D6
Thibodeau.
would be just a. Wouldn't it be just a sphere at this point? The D1 because she came back to the guards and quit
You
adventuring. So it's
roll a
only
sphere,
him.
what do you get?
Yep, a 1.
So, as you were walking on the road, I want everyone. Well, who has a passive perception above, let's say, 13 or above?
17.
All right, yep.
I have 13.
I passed 13.
nope.
So those of
I
you
do not.
who get 13 or above, you notice as you're walking, once in a while it feels like the ground tremors a little bit.
Tremors?
Ground
what?
Tremors. Like it shakes a little bit.
Tremors.
There's
Oh.
You hear a thud. We don't know from where, and the ground just sort of shakes. You're just walking on the path, and as you keep going, you hear all of you hear it this way because it's fairly loud. You hear a trumpet behind you, but it sounds. I want to say that's not the word I should use. I shouldn't use the word horny.
What? Understood. You didn't realize that horny meant horny.
I mean, I understood it after I almost said it, but I said it anyway
Yes.
because at this point, why the fuck not? It sounds less like a trumpet. It sounds less musical, more just. It's something. It's loud, almost
Announcing.
announcing. Yeah. But it's also not. You know when you hear a horn, it has a metallic sound.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't have that.
Like almost like an animal horn,
Yeah.
like a
And
shofar kind of thing.
yeah, you hear this trumpeting sound from behind you. And at this point, all of you start to notice that the ground is sort of trembling as you walk on it.
I don't notice that. I'm not walking.
You're on the dog. You notice it.
The dog
Okay.
is shaking.
Yeah, the dog's noticed.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom,
So
Yep.
should we turn back and see what it is?
It is
That's a
Keep
smart
behind us,
idea.
It is
Nah, just
behind
keep
us, right?
walking,
It's behind
man.
you. Yeah, whatever. The
Man,
trumpet's from
I
behind you.
didn't know.
Evie turns her head. I'm following her gaze. If she's
I'm gonna hide behind a tree and then look.
There's
Yeah.
less and less trees, but there's a couple. Roll stealth.
Okay. That's not what I intended, but all right.
I mean, if you're
That's not what I intended, but I'll just roll a
I mean,
28.
the
Oh.
intention was like.
So you're not trying to actually hide. You're just like
No,
meat.
like.
Please
just
say
what
these
I'm
rolls for
trying to
combat.
Do is like I'm thinking. Okay, so there's a large. For example, there'd be like a large army coming behind us, and charging, making the kind of shake and stuff. So they're coming through. So I was gonna hide behind a tree and just kind of poke my head out, like what is going on.
Oh, so you're not
But-
hiding
but
as much
also
as you're
get out
just
of the
getting out of the way.
Yeah,
Alright,
exactly.
So we'll ignore that roll then. So as you turn, you see this massive creature. Massive is the wrong word. This large creature. No. This huge creature with dark leathery skin and a large appendage in the front that seems to flop up and down.
No comment.
Two massive spear-like teeth. And riding on its back is... Oops. Virus.
Is oops.
Oops.
Is the what?
I got a thing from Windows. I forgot. Riding on its back is a large minotaur with bright golden armor, and you can see a cloak sort of billowing in the wind as he rides.
Man, this kind of seems like a problem.
So you have a cape like that.
Hey.
So a minotaur riding an elephant? Is that what I'm getting?
And beside the large or the huge beast are you can hear it looks like 3 soldiers in matching gold armor with slightly less brilliant capes.
Is that some kind of knights
Oh.
that I never met? Because I wasn't around for the episode of the Town Mischief of
I was
Gaul.
wrong to be in the back.
No, we've
What?
never met these people so far.
I mean,
Alright.
you were in the back, but you ran like a bitch and left us mages in the front.
Yeah.
the
Right,
front
I did.
now.
I did, right.
Hey.
And
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Hippo Calidar
Soup.
no, not Soup. Hippo Calidar and Xenia. Roll a let's call it history check.
History?
History. History is what I'm choosing for this.
+0.
Uh,
Natural
20.
minus
10.
1.
Ooh, nat 20,
Hey, that's
let's
pretty
go.
good.
Not nat 20.
All right.
14.
Dirty 20.
Yes.
So
Lots of dirty 20s.
Xenia,
Of those,
You're-
of those 3, I'm gonna note that Hippo was the only positive modifier that was rolled.
Yes.
dirty 20, got it.
Go on.
So,
So, Calidar, some of these humans on the ground next to the elephant are familiar to you. You feel like you
oh.
might have seen them before.
oh, okay.
Hippo, they are familiar to you. They were actually standing next to you during the human rally.
Ah.
Well, that's not
From
good.
your memory, they were not the most enthused about the speech. They were not rallying together with the rest of the crowd, so they were just sort of watching.
Are they humans?
The humans are the soldiers on the base. The back is on the top of the elephant is definitely a minotaur.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, if they're with their minotaur friend, then I would assume that they're not like all other races are bad, MK.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can see the minotaur just sort of staring at you. Who treads in the path of the Boros Reckoners?
I mean, this is just the road.
The what now?
Yeah, you want us to move?
If you want to pass, I can let you.
And he just sort of looks at the minotaur sort of looks at the bunch of you, and you can notice like one of the humans sort of like smirking under his helmet, through his helmet. Almost, all these warriors look well battled. Well battled's not right. More rugged. They all look very powerful. And you can see the Minotaur smiling. Yes, I will gladly pass. And the elephant just starts walking towards y'all.
I will move
Sure.
15 feet west.
I will
I
also
will
move west.
Get out of the way.
Everyone's moving west when Zatsu's on the east? Alright.
Don't draw
Everyone
attention
move
to our
west.
surprise.
Yeah.
As they
Wait,
walk past, you can feel the ground shake from the elephant stomping.
Man, this is an elephant stomping.
Phew.
I'm assuming you just letting it go.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
No
is
no
not-
reason to start anything here.
I mean, the only thing you could have done is gotten more information from them and talking to them, but I didn't feel like doing that, so.
Yeah, they were a little
They
rude, but they
seem
weren't
that
hostile.
friendly.
I was gonna say they probably wouldn't give us anything to begin with.
Yeah,
even
they
if we
didn't
talk
feel
with
like the
them.
most cooperative, so I was like,
Yeah.
let them pass. We don't bother them, they don't bother us.
We're cool.
Like, we
man.
could
We're
fight them,
cool.
but that doesn't seem like a good idea.
I mean, we don't really have
And-
anything to
Kaladar
gain
did-
from fighting them.
Wait, Kaladar
Yeah.
didn't want to punch something?
They didn't. They weren't hostile.
I mean, you
Man, he
also
must be feeling
recognize them
sick.
maybe from the thing.
So
Guess once they pass, we continue on walking.
Doc
I
roll
guess
a
we're behind them
d4.
now.
You
Huh?
roll a d4?
Who?
Doc,
Doc,
Doc, okay.
Oh
One.
no.
Xenia.
25% chance.
Oh boy.
Um,
No.
so as y'all keep walking, a lot of
Is it
the walk today is fairly uneventful. What's your
Is
estimate,
it
Grandma?
bad that the first thing that came to mind when you're like, yes, you start walking, was just like, oh, getting flashbacks to when the Dungeon 6 passed by us, and then we found them near dead. I was like, huh. We're just like, we'll just
Familiar.
stick back here, and then we go, and it's like, oh, fuck.
Go on.
D-Train, roll a... Oh, wow, shit, it's raining hard. D-Train, roll a perception check for me.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Perceiving from your bag of holding.
14.
Decent.
As you're... As everyone's walking, you see a couple signs pointing down the road. One says to Endoberg. One says to Groudon, to Podunk. One sign looks familiar. It says Route 1. And then you sort of blink and it just says to Endoberg.
Round one, eh?
Can I swap lines?
Do what?
Hey,
Sasha?
did anybody else see that?
Nothing.
Ah,
I'm joking.
what?
See
What
what?
happened?
Nothing.
It's just a road
nothing.
sign soup.
I was jokingly asking if I could swap the signs.
Did you see something
God.
funky, Soup? What happened?
I thought I saw something, but I think I might be going crazy.
Okay, if you say so.
You may be-
It was a flash from the past, but no need to worry.
Speaking of seeing
Uh,
things, what does the walk even look like? Like, what is the terrain and stuff?
So there are there are still trees. It's starting to open up. It's much less wooded to the right and left of you. There's a few hills. It's relatively open. You can see for a few miles ahead of you if you really try and look. But as you just sort of walk in, you're not really seeing much. The path it is a road, but it's a dirt road. And it is well traveled.
It's the road to Radiant City.
Are there other travelers besides the one we? Like,
You haven't seen
the
a lot.
elephant?
You do see a couple. Certain points during your walk, you are passed by carts or carriages. It's not heavily traveled. Through about a day of walking, you pass people going the opposite direction, maybe 3 or 4 carts and 2 carriages. Besides the Boros Reckoners, there's about 2 carriages who walk past you, or ride past you from behind you in front. Most everyone is fairly pleasant. Some people just ignore you. You aren't taking up a lot of the road, so no one seems very rude. No one's really going down the middle of the road. Everyone's going taking one of the 2 sides, staying out of each other's way. You do see a few trappers coming back towards the city. From
Trappers?
the west. Yeah, like
Like hunters.
hunters.
Yeah.
Hunters gatherers.
Not rappers, trappers.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Trapper.
One has a just giant clock-looking thing on hanging from his neck.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Um, gotta have to write this into the story now, aren't I?
Oh fuck! I can't believe you've done this.
All right,
Oh,
D-Train,
no.
rap battle, go. You're the part here.
You see, you
Don't let us
see a couple
down.
trappers like carrying just minor things, nothing big. It looks like they're probably carrying some number of wares back to Anderburg.
Any dead horses?
The only horses you've seen are been part of the carriages and the carts. No
We
horses
have not
dead.
been hunting horses.
can
That
we
is not a
steal
clue that there are
them?
horses nearby.
Yes,
Trappers
you
don't generally
usually
hunt horses.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask questions, alright?
That's
I'm not
fair.
from this planet.
Fair.
Right, yeah, you're from space.
No, they're not.
He's playing the outer space card.
Yeah.
No, you see, Arky, people breed horses. They don't hunt them.
Also,
Ah,
right?
Hey.
okay.
Low
Hey, sometimes
wisdom
horse
world.
is eaten though.
What,
Eh,
Grandma?
yeah, that's true.
The fairy that don't know anything about the outside world and is very curious is like,
Hey.
you see Arky? And I'm like,
You see,
you
Trixie.
know things?
Have you ever seen a wild horse, Trixie?
Yes.
Oh, well, okay then. Have you seen people hunting a wild horse?
No, who would do such a
There you
thing?
go.
I saw these weird things galloping at one point when I was going to the mansion where we all met. But they
But I-
looked really weird. They were really leathery looking. Had a mane. It was weird.
Horses aren't leathery.
You know what I mean?
There also wasn't a horse
No.
drawing that carriage that day.
Yeah, that was. For lack of description, that was basically a fucking car.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to make it a car.
A wooden car,
I
a
mean-
wooden magical car.
Hey, cars used to
have-
be wooden.
I have eaten
Yeah.
a horse before. It tastes good.
I've never
Oh.
eaten a horse.
Not really. It's too tough for me.
It wasn't cooked well
It's
then.
sweeter. I mean,
Like, what
it's
happened?
just good meat because it's very
Well used.
muscly.
Yeah.
Well
Mhm.
used.
It's
good
not
meat.
flavorful.
Yeah. It's not
Oh,
that
the
juicy.
cook's job.
Do what?
He said that's the cook's job. Okay, let's move on.
Going forward, you pass a couple things. So on your day walk, you haven't come to the split in the road yet. It's been relatively peaceful though. But the further along the day, it's starting to get less. There's less and less trees, and more hills. You do see some fields on either side of you, specifically to the north, and
Like just open fields, farming fields.
some farming fields, corn, different grains, different greens. The further away from the city you go, the more it becomes like large grains and such. But the further and further you get away, there's less and less. Once you've been walking for about a day, at that point, you've walked about 24 miles. There aren't really any farms anymore. It's just sort of grassy fields, with some hills and such. There's not too much around. It's like Wisconsin.
Just like Wisconsin. Is it bad that I had that in my head as soon as you said there's a bunch of farms and shit and corn? I was like, yep.
I mean, Wisconsin is not the only place in the United States that
Look,
grows corn.
just because I can see a cornfield out my window if I try hard enough doesn't mean anything. Right? Shut up.
So night rest. Who is taking first watch?
I'll take the last one.
I guess I'll go first.
That means I'll
take
go
one as
first
well.
also.
You can sleep in the bag.
This is true.
All right.
So, as a side note, just physical members do not have to be the ones who watch. A wizard can make watch.
I mean, if I was already going to say I would take second watch and also question how you rule sentries rest again.
I don't remember Sentry's Rest.
It's the Warforged thing where he doesn't need to sleep, so he can kind of just be awake and
Oh, that's right.
keep watch.
Does anyone need to keep watch besides our
You
Calcos?
appear inert, but it does not render you unconscious, and you can see and hear as normal. But for the rest to do anything, I have to be inactive and motionless for 6 hours.
Okay, so you need at least 6 hours. It can be through at either side of your watch.
So like, I guess I can be a secondary watch, like watching in the opposite direction of someone, but also they would just have their head on a swivel anyway. So I don't know how productive this would be.
I mean, if you
We'll
want to
just
take
say
second
that-
watch, it's 3 hours of sentry rest, 3 hours of watch, 3 hours of sentry rest. You get 9 hours basically. Or you can go
Uh,
two,
Showing
two,
legend
two.
numbers of sleep that he cannot comprehend. You want to go with 4 hours or less, and then he's gonna be like, "Ah, now you're speaking my language."
This is not me. This is Arcalcos the robot.
Yeah, he doesn't sleep at
Okay,
all.
the robot needs more sleep than you. Come on.
Yeah, so there's 8 hours during the night. If y'all want to take 3-hour watches, you want to take 2-hour watches. My headset's freaking the fuck out for some reason.
I mean, if I have sentries rest, it doesn't really make sense for me to take the middle watch, but I also don't care that much, and I don't think you do either.
Here, I'll take whatever watch no one else wants.
What'd you say?
I said that if I'm going to try to take advantage of sentries rest, it doesn't really make sense for me to take the middle watch unless you're gonna say that it doesn't specify 6 consecutive, so 3 and 3 works. Never mind, just put me in the middle.
What? Huh?
Yeah.
I thought 3 and
Okay.
3 didn't work, but Controllers is gonna let it work, so I just shouldn't ask questions.
Alright, so it is Kaladar, Orcalcos, Nursira.
Yep.
Cool. Kaladar, roll perception check.
Don't suck. That kind of sucks.
Alright.
Can I use help
You're
for that?
asleep.
Oh,
You're not all taking the watch together. It was
sorry, Will.
1, 2, 3.
It's fine. We're probably fine.
It's fine. The last time that happened to me in my other group, I just had a wolf in my tent. It's fine.
Kaladar, roll a con save.
All right, slightly less fine.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
I'm pretty sure this is your do you stay awake die.
Oh,
Roll
you've
a
not been
dex
poisoned.
check, Will.
Okay. I thought every time I see a 7, I think it's a nat 1. 9.
So you do get to actually, you have advantage on this.
Oh, wait, what?
You can
'Cause you can see it.
So...
Dexterity
That's dex
saves.
save.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
save? Okay, never mind then.
That's just saves.
Specifically saves.
Okay.
Rip.
So never mind.
What would advantage have been? Same thing, okay.
Law of
Same
D-Train.
thing.
Law of D-Train. Alright, so as y'all are, everyone starts to get to sleep, and Kaladar takes the first watch. You start sitting around, and it's been a long walk. It was sort of boring. There wasn't much happening. You really just want to sleep. Your pillow's calling to you. By pillow, I mean backpack, and by backpack, I mean suplex, but you just don't talk about it with them.
Hey,
Super's
using me
calling
as a
for you.
pillow.
Very comfortable. It's like a waterbed.
1 damage from being used as a pillow.
But you're able to stay awake, and you're doing pretty well with it. As you do, though, you notice that there's a mosquito. And, like, it lands on you, you swing at it, think you hit it. Move your hand, it's gone. And you see the mosquito to your right, you swing at it again.
God damn it.
Why is this reminding me of One Punch Man?
It
That
Yeah.
is.
And
Generally is.
you think you get it a lot, and it's fine. You just cannot hit it.
Roll a strength check to
Mosquitoes got
really
evade.
get it.
You know
Yeah,
that
roll a
that
drink
just
check,
sounds
sure.
great.
See, oh God, no.
Make an attack roll.
Oh
7
no.
again.
Roll an attack
You're
roll.
likely to
There's
like those
3
sevens.
7s. 3.
The one time you don't want 777.
Okay, there we go. 26 attack roll.
Roll damage.
Yeah.
I assume the gauntlets are
Have
off.
more than 1 HP.
So you swing
Unarmed damage.
and you punch you see it land on a tree, and you sneak over and you throw a punch, and you hear a crack as you hit the tree, and you move your
I
hand
was
back, and
really
there's
expecting him to hit D-Train.
you make indentation in the tree, and there's an obvious spot where you splintered the tree. Your knuckles feel great. You look around, there's the mosquito to your side.
You win this round, you motherfucker.
Is it bad that I just imagine some wizard chuckling in the woods and just making an illusionary mosquito be like.
As you
that
decide
should
that
have
you're
been
done,
something that I would do if I had illusion spells.
Wait,
to just do that.
Can I speak with the mosquito? I can't speak with animals.
you want to?
Hold on. Before he does that, the noise of punching the tree, does that wake anyone up?
Everyone roll perception.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm not getting up at that noise.
Oh my goodness. Why do
Like,
I
I
get to
can
that
hear it,
20?
I'm not moving.
Everyone's hearing this.
Why do I get to that 20 now? Oh.
Aw, man.
Suplex and Xenia, y'all wake up. You'll hear this. Hippo, you have this dream where suddenly there's a loud crack.
Crack of thunder.
14 for Phoebe as well.
That's 11
I
plus
got an
3
11.
advantage.
Advantage on sound or smell checks for perception.
Phoebe's
She's a wolf.
unconscious. Does not. Hear.
Well, okay. The first roll was a 3 plus 3. 6. I got the nat 20.
Sure.
Fine, whatever.
Yeah. So yeah.
How did I get the nat 20?
Xenia and Suplex, y'all wake up from it. You realize what happened. Hippo, you have a dream about it. Well, something getting smashed. Everyone else just sleeps through it.
Oh, I wanted to have a dream about an explosive going off with that sound.
Wake up. Fireball.
I'm mentally prepared for this mosquito to just not take damage from a fireball.
So, at this point, Kaldor, you're sort of done with the mosquito, and you decide you're going to sleep, and you wake up Arcalcos.
I would talk to it though. Tell it to go bother someone else.
Can you understand the mosquito?
Probably. I have speak with animals as a thing now.
Are you using it?
Speak with animals only works one way. From the wording, it says they can
gain
understand
the
you. It
ability
doesn't say
to
anything.
comprehend and verbally communicate with.
Yep.
Beast.
You would understand.
Mosquito doesn't count as a beast, does it?
I think it's a beast.
I'll make it a
I think
beast.
most animals are beasts. Like every
The
animal is like
testing
classified
time
as
is
a
10
beast. Like
minutes
even,
since I can
even a
only do a
cat-
ritual.
even a cat is counted as a beast, so.
So it's probably not worth it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it'll
you can
take you
sit
10
there
minutes.
for 10 minutes, and the mosquito's gonna leave before you're done.
Are you?
That's
do you
still a
just not-
win, because
do
then
you-
he goes to bed
yeah.
and gets his use back.
Yeah. Do you want to use it, Will?
Just screw it, yeah, sure. No reason not to.
So as you prepare and you sort of gather the materials you need for it, or
God,
you
what
start
materials
you
do
start
it?
saying the chant.
Speak with animals doesn't have any material components.
Yeah, I know. I said it, and I looked over the verbal somatic. All right, cool. You start waving your hands around, you saying the words, and as you finish, you look around, and you don't see the mosquito.
Mission accomplished.
And as you start going to your tent to lay down, you hear a buzz, and you hear buzzing. Fuck off!
Wait, the mosquito said that to me?
You heard a
Yes,
buzz.
he did.
Great.
Arcalcos, roll a perception check.
So first off,
Mhm.
I'm in Sentry's Rest. I can hear and see everything. We'll say I was looking away, but as Will comes to wake me up, there's gonna be a conversation here.
So I need to check Sentry's Rest to make sure I understand one thing about it. I need here. Okay, races. It's only the old version. They haven't updated this race for some reason. This makes no sense. So when you're in an active, you appear in it. Okay. Doesn't when you are unconscious. Okay. Yeah, sure. You can see me
Yeah,
here as
I
normal.
mean,
I was under
I
the
mean-
assumption while you were inert, you could not notice anything. But yeah, sure.
no, it's at all times.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
makes
he
sense.
just read the text. He knows now.
I misunderstood. Say whatever you want to say.
So like, Kala comes to wake me up, yada yada, and I say, what was that like loud noise I heard earlier?
Did you hear?
He punched a tree, and my hearing is not hindered at all. Do you still want me to roll dice?
No.
I didn't roll a
I mean,
die for
everyone
it.
was supposed to
well-
roll the perception, but
The
You were.
perception was to see if you woke up. I have like, my hearing is not hindered for being during a rest. I will roll dice if you want me to.
Roll dice just to see if you fail.
Do I get advantage? What
No.
are we doing here?
Just roll. I'll lower the CR.
14, 17.
Yeah, you know he hit something. You know something happened.
Uh-huh.
So you encounter.
Cue Kaladar's response.
I defended the party.
It-
you're supposed to wake us when that happens. You know?
And then I
You're-
go and then I go to sleep.
all right.
No context.
I let him go to bed.
You can try to find the tree if you want.
Yeah, if I'm gonna be on watch, I'm gonna look around.
roll a nature check.
Well,
That's a good number.
Um,
There's trees around.
Man,
Roll
I didn't know
perception.
trees grew with fist indentations in them.
So, Legend, you like those mushrooms?
And roll a wisdom save.
Oh,
So
yeah, wisdom safe and not with advantage.
So as you you decide you're gonna walk around for a little bit, and you start walking, and you don't really see anything that stands out in the nature. Like the trees look fine. That one looks a little bit funny, but you're sure it's fine. That one's got a hole in it, and looks like there might be a little owl in it, so that's fine. That one's got a hole, but it's not all the way through it. The trees are different. Everything seems relatively peaceful. You start hearing something behind you, and as you turn, there's nothing. And then it sounds like there's a footstep behind you, and you turn again, there's nothing. It's really sort of making you question your sanity a little bit, or like the fact that you can notice things. It always feels like there's something behind you, but you're never able to notice what.
So, in this situation, I feel like I would stick very close to camp after I started hearing these things, since I had some monsters speak to me in my dreams that I was being hunted.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Otherwise, proceed as normal.
Yeah. Roll perception one more time.
Hunted.
Well,
You don't notice anything.
I was about to say I'm gonna flash of genius myself, but I don't know if the difference between 9 and 12 is gonna do anything. I'm going to bed after this anyways. I'm using it.
Okay. So you're at
So that's
12.
a 12.
You
Is it a
still
once per day thing?
It's I get uses equal to proficiency, I think.
Oh, okay. Just curious.
So you don't like you just keep hearing the noise from behind you, and as you turn, you're noticing that there's not really any changes behind you that you can tell. Like you hear a snap of a branch, but you turn around and all the branches look the same. So you're not
Okay.
100% sure what it is, though. Anything else you'd like to do before turning in your rest?
Nope.
Alright. As you go back into sentry mode on Nasira, you wake up Nasira and she gives a big yawn and gets up and begins her watch. Zazu, roll a perception check.
All right.
We're really good at perceiving things.
Roll an animal handling check.
Oh God.
I know. That's exactly what I said, Hippo.
Zatsu is about to get squirreled.
And roll a con save.
How much damage is the nut doing to you?
Constitution.
Uh,
Got poisoned by nut.
Can I use help?
You can't help
On there?
yourself.
Help yourself.
I didn't think so.
So as you
Can I use help?
you're sitting there in the center of camp, next to the fire, you're sort of looking around. The fire's really pretty. You sort of look to the side. The fire's really pretty. You're just sort of like watching the flames dance. And really cool. And you can almost like if you watch the flames close enough, you can see stuff. Like you can see things dancing. And you can almost imagine like a little pixie something dancing in the flames. And what were you doing again? And as you sort of look up, you see an owl flying. And it should be noted that owls are the slowest flying birds. And this thing's coming straight towards you. It's fairly close by the time you notice it. But you're able to get out of the way. But it doesn't help with like you're able to dodge the owl. But as you keep like watching the flame and trying to keep watch the flame, you sort of feel your eyes getting heavy and your head nods a few times. Shake your head and you sort of gnaw on your lip a little bit to try to keep yourself awake. But you keep nodding, and then you decide, well, everything's been fairly quiet. You haven't heard anything. You might just lay down and stretch out for a little bit. And you crack your back as you lay against the logs you've been using as sort of seats. And you rest and close one eye and keep watch with one eye, and then it starts to drift and you shake your head and you look around and you look down, there's a squirrel standing in front of you. You sort of look at it and it looks at you, and then you close your eye again. You close both of them. You open your eye and the squirrel's gone. And you lay down
Roll what?
again. What?
Oh. I thought you asked me to roll.
No, I didn't. And you look
It's a squirrel.
yeah, squirrel. Squirrel. And you lay down and you close your eyes, you open them again. You hear birds tweeting, and you realize the sun's starting to come up. Like, oh,
Best lookout.
best lookout.
How
But
it works.
yeah.
Duh.
As you look around, though, the camp's not in disarray. There's no fires, corpses. Everything seems to be fine enough. Zatsu, roll a d8 for me.
We're not out of the woods yet.
Four. Cool.
I don't like that.
Okay. Make sure to refresh your character card. But everyone starts waking up, and everything seems fine.
Make sure to refresh your character card.
Or your character
Aw.
sheet. Just Satsu.
You
Okay.
said that as I clicked refresh.
So I'm assuming at this point y'all getting up, making your breakfast, doing your morning routine.
I'm a robot.
You're a robot. Brush, shine your head.
Check to make sure the moss is still on my arm.
Well, I guess
Very
I can
important.
I can use my singing brush to get ready.
Yep.
Oh God.
Roll a performance at advantage, Grandma.
Performance advantage. God.
Does the brush have Grandma's charisma?
Apparently, it has my charisma. It's
0.
an 18.
That brush makes a damn good song.
I
Oots, ats,
definitely
oots,
build
ats,
it because
oots,
of
ats.
soup. It's like, yo, I'm not musically inclined, but I can build shit.
Yeah, that's a.
Onwards, I guess.
Anything else before y'all keep going?
Everyone's awake right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming no one's trying to sleep in.
Yeah.
No one's like 5 more minutes, Mom.
5 more minutes,
minutes.
Phoebe.
You can just sleep while on the dog.
Okay. I do that.
Roll a dexterity save at advantage.
Oh. Okay.
At
Dex save
advantage
for
because the
falling
dog
off.
doesn't want to dump Doc. Okay.
It's 22.
Yeah, like you're. So like, as y'all start walking, Xenia is still trying to sleep, and she's laying on Phoebe's back, and she looks like she's gonna fall off a couple times, but you can see Phoebe sort of like shift her body weight and shift her around to prevent her. And there's at least one time where she's going to fall, and Phoebe just sort of reaches around and tosses her back up with her mouth.
Thank you.
Good dog.
Good,
I mean,
good
you
girl.
don't know any of that.
Good dog.
You sleep.
The advantage was less for that and more for very specifically how I wanted to check that.
I wake up eventually because sleeping on a moving animal is not easy.
You'd be
Kinda bumpy.
surprised.
I mean, it works.
Yeah.
It's pretty bumpy.
That's
So
fine.
I'm gonna make
Some
Hippo.
people sleep better when it moves.
Yeah. Hippo, roll the D8 of fate.
D8 of fate.
Well, D8 of friendship and happiness.
Hmm.
I mean, last
6.
time wasn't quite.
Didn't we have a
friendship.
6 last time?
Yep.
Did.
Did you have 6 last
We're
time?
gonna meet him again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had a 6 on the D8 last time, and now we have a 6 on the
People
D8
in
again.
gold are making a U-turn.
And they're like,
I've changed the D8.
I know you did.
More correction. You rolled a 6, so this one we went up to 7. Let's see if my headset isn't gonna die now. I've been sitting down for the past 10 minutes. So as y'all keep going, there's less and less trees, and you get to a hill. It gets more hilly. And as you keep going, you eventually, after about noon, you get to a fork in the road. And there's a sign in the dead center, effectively where the dead center road would be, and you can see the trail going off in 2 different directions.
So Groudon is to the right, yeah? North.
The sign says Groudon to the right, and to the left it says Podunk. And you notice carved into the sign beneath Groudon it says Route 22.
What? Didn't we need
so
to go
does
there?
everyone notice that? Or
Yeah,
is it just...
it's there. It's like
Okay, so it's there, it's carved in.
like it's
I
carved in
wonder
by
what the
someone,
first.
but
I wonder what the first 21 routes are.
What are
Well,
this
I do
route
believe-
thing?
I do believe the fanatic told me I needed to go down Route 22.
Is it only pointing to the right? It's
yeah.
not to the left. It's not like the whole stretch is
So
22.
it basically splits in a V, and to the right is Route 20. It says Route 22.
Oh, okay.
The left it
Route
doesn't say.
22 is the route that leads to the Elite Four.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so, right?
Yeah, it's the
I
route
wouldn't know.
west of Viridian City.
Yep.
Brr.
I mean, we're on the way to Viridian City, and now we're on Route
Yep.
22.
What's Viridian City?
On the road
This
to
is definitely not something
It's
that
a
will be
good
discussed
song.
in character,
Okay.
It's a good song, man.
because none of that would be information any of y'all would have.
Apart from
Yeah,
maybe
no, we
soup.
wouldn't.
All right,
that's
so we said we're going to Shadowmoor. That means north, right? Take a hard
Yeah.
right here.
Yep.
Is it north?
Shadowmoor is slightly to the north to your knowledge. Yes, it is.
Alright. It
The
was after
bright route is
Groundon,
towards
right?
the north. Is basically northwest, and the south route is southwest.
Okay.
All right,
Alan.
let's go.
So down Route 22 we go.
Going to the
Everyone's
Elite
like
Four.
following the road. and
Yeah, does
the
anyone
DM
know
is
what these
like,
numbers
"Geesh."
mean? Like, it's weird that we just sort of skipped the first 21.
I just realized
You
in
know what the
I look
numbers
forward to-
mean.
I should have
I'll-
22.
I should have thought about this before, but Shadowmoor is a fairy place. It might not be on a map. It might not be signed to on the road. Do we know exactly where this place is?
I'll get
Exactly.
Fine,
What's
if
the
anything,
point?
just ask the book.
Yeah, the book will
That's
tell us.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
We're going the right way, right, Thrawn?
Yeah.
Oh, write that in the book.
As you start writing the book, there's a pause and a
Hold on. You're a time mage. Can't you make like this trip faster or something? I don't know how time warping works or whatever.
and you see there's a pause and in very fine handwriting is, I can make it faster for myself.
I'm sure you already
You're
have.
giving us the middle finger. Got it.
No, he's like,
I just closed the book.
how about no?
Right, no, open that back up. We don't know if we're going the
Uh,
right way.
I'll show the book to Cal.
He
Sure, I
scribbles
guess.
in
I
it,
have it now.
and
We go right way? Question mark upside down.
I'm just asking out loud. I'm not stupid.
Ask him to draw a map for us.
You're the dumb barbarian.
He also
I
doesn't
do
need
not
to do...
have the lowest intelligence of the party. Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Technically,
I'll-
technically, I think we're tied.
I will ask Thrawn to draw a
one
map.
lower. I thought one person was lower than me. Whoops,
I don't
thought that
expect
was
him to
wisdom.
actually draw the map, but I'm going to ask him to draw a map to the place.
That was amazing.
Ask him to draw a map. Drawn response. How about no?
So-
No, I'd expect him to just respond with an arrow pointing in a direction.
That'll
That's
work.
good enough.
Right?
so you see this. You ask him to draw a map, and the page almost where you wrote almost erases, and there's these highly detailed art of trees
Ooh.
and what looks like swamp, like
Has
trees
anyone told
falling
you
down,
you draw really well?
and all it's this village that's almost built in the air with thatched huts and bridges between them and all this fanciful art, and you can see he's drawn fairies and he's drawn this. It takes up the entire left page. And on the words here, it's Shadowmoor. You are not
That-
here.
That, I mean, I could have told you
We're
that.
not here.
You are not here.
Good drawing skills, though.
I love how he's just like, I'm gonna draw you a map for a place that you're not at. So this map isn't useful. But I'll draw it anyways.
Am I watching this happen?
Yeah.
Like, am I looking at the book?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You can say you are. That's your decision. That's not mine.
Like, yes.
Okay. When you look at the book.
I love it when I lose my train of thought.
Sorry.
You just skip me.
Let's just go.
Yeah, we could go.
And there's a
I think
pause
that's-
Sword,
I was-
Groudon.
So
before
you
before
said
you
there
close
were
the book.
swamps here?
Yes, it
At
was a swampy
Shadowmoor.
region. We were told this.
Okay, we
Yeah.
were told a swampy region. Then I would like to cast water breathing on the party while we're walking.
So you're not near swampy region. Shadowmoor's in the swampy
Yeah,
Shadowmoor's in the swamp.
if that's where we're
Word.
going, then yeah, I
It's-
want us to.
region. Good. So
Is it gonna be more than a day?
yeah, it's gonna take more than a day.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do it at our next rest.
I mean, there's gonna be another city in the way.
So as you're sort of
Is there a city in the way?
discussing
Yes.
this,
Yeah,
Groudon.
Okay,
We
I-
don't really know, but that's
I
why I was
mean,
asking for a map.
that's why I was asking as well, because we don't know. I thought.
We
So-
were given directions. We just passed a sign that said Groudon/Route 22 in this direction.
so
Yeah, I was-
as you are discussing this, you can see the map, the book almost turning pages automatically, and you see a river, and then you see it almost draws to the south, and you see a pair of towns with on either side of the river with a large bridge between them, and you see it pull off more to the northeast, and you see more smaller towns being drawn, and back to the southeast, and you see a large river with another town connected off of it, and then more to the east, and you see a drawing of another city, and this one's much less detailed than Shadowmoor. And then it shows the name Groudon.
Okay, so way northwest, probably of Groudon. Got it. Probably.
Yeah.
All right, to Groudon. Close the book, put it in the back.
Okay.
I mean, according to that, we're gonna have a while before we get there.
Yeah.
This was said.
Yeah.
This was something you were warned about before.
This is true.
Yeah, right. To Groudon.
I had someone roll. I had Hippo roll the d6. All right.
The D8 4 to 6.
The d8 4 or 6. So
The D6 of D8.
the d6 of d8. As you keep walking, the road is again like there's less trees, the clearing's shearing up, and you see. So you're heading off towards Groudon, correct? I should specify this.
Yes.
As you're walking, you see an older gentleman. His clothes are baggy. He has a large tunic on. And he's got a long beard, white beard, grayish white. It's scraggly. He doesn't have a lot of hair on
Does he-
top of his head.
Does he tell us you shall not pass?
No, he's sitting on the side of the road. Just so like he's
Gandalf
got.
has hair.
He's
I
got.
know, but I wanted from the first description before we went with the hair. It was like, is he gonna make the joke?
No, that's later, Grandma. Don't spoil my fun.
I mean, I had it before in a D&D campaign where he called someone out for something, and he's like, God damn it, why do you always tell me exactly what's gonna happen? I know exactly what's gonna happen. And then it's like, well, just don't say anything next time you think something's gonna go this or this way.
I've made that joke a couple times on other things. So you see this old man. He's on the side of the road, baggy tunic, longish, mid chest, grayish beard, scraggly hair on top. He is balding a lot. He's looking around, kind of. I don't want to say crazy. His eyes are not wild, but almost as though he's watching you and watching other things at the same time. His fingers are gnarled. He's wearing pants, thankfully. But they are threadbare at points. Specifically near the base. He's got a small bowl in front of him that has a couple copper in it, silver. And just sort of sitting there. Information for gold. Information for silver. Taunts for copper.
What for copper?
Taunts.
What? Oh.
Taunts.
Oh, taunts. I heard taunts for some reason.
As did
Same.
I.
Thoughts and prayers?
I drop a gold into the pot and I ask him if he knows of like any fairy settlements nearby.
Fairies. And he pauses and stares at Lenny on top of the
Hi.
wolf.
I wave.
That might be the first fairy I've ever seen. I've heard stories though. To the east, there's apparently fairies who live in the forest.
Yeah, we've been there.
Imagine you're from there, little one.
No. I just said we've been there.
He sort
Still
of
closer to
tugs,
Lorwyn than Shadowmoor, then I take it.
Yeah.
he sort of tugs on his beard and smiles and gives what is an attempt at a toothy grin, but he's definitely missing a few teeth.
Yeah, Lorwyn, it's a nice place.
Let's see if they'll let me vacation there for my next summer home.
I mean, you can certainly
I wish
try.
you luck with that.
I mean,
I
he
mean, they're
could
pretty
go there.
friendly.
He could go there, just hope he doesn't find the other dude that likes to play
Yeah,
tricks. on
just
You
people.
watch
can
out for the blue
certainly
one.
try.
He points at Kaladar and goes, "You were quite generous, though. I have a suggestion for you."
Okay.
Be careful about darklings.
Yeah, I know.
Darklings? Alright.
+2 anger to Kaladar.
Well, at least it's not tieflings.
Well, no, tieflings are a little bit fiery tempered. Would anyone else like to make a donation?
I'll pop a silver at him and ask if he knows, like, just what Groudon's like.
Ah,
What was the silver for? What was the gold for?
one is a hit.
I-
One is information. One is less information.
Okay.
And then
And the copper is he's gonna taunt you for it.
he's gonna make fun of you.
Like, yo, man, you don't have anything else.
What if it's like 50 copper though?
He looks at
That's-
he smiles for the silver and takes it, gums it a little bit on the side of his mouth. He has no teeth. Smiles. Ah, the taste of silver. Groudon's a very nice place. It's a little bit rocky, very hot. The sun's always
Oh
very
my
harsh.
goodness. Of
Oh,
course
God,
it is.
Of course.
That being
Does
said,
anyone got a drum kit right now for a
that being said, I have more information for you, but it'll cost you
Now-
something nicer than this.
No, I was just curious what it was like. That's all. You answered a question.
Anyone else?
Player me is suspicious of this old man.
That's why I only give him a silver.
No, like
mean-
beyond
Said-
that.
He said the thing about
Curious.
the darklings, like
I give him a copper.
The fuck is that? I know you stole more earlier today.
Oh no! Wait,
okay,
hold on.
now we're super sus.
On that note, I'm going to give him a gold and a silver and tell him to elaborate on Darklings.
If you weren't, I was about
Give him a
to.
soul.
I was gonna ask him his name.
Ah,
It's
the Darklings.
fine.
The little fucks. But
Not. Kyle's nodding in the background just yet. Yep, facts.
but they're not the worst of their own organization. You've seen just one portion of it, young one. They get much higher up. And while you have a personal beef, well, that one, and he points towards Kaladar, has a personal beef with one of them in particular. Let's call him an elder. There are worse of those in that group. But you have a much more peculiar friend.
Huh?
Okay, at this point, I'm gonna walk up, drop 10 gold in there, and ask him how he knows so much about all this and us.
And he holds up his hand, and you see it sort of twitching. And it looks more, one hand you realize looks more gnarled than the other, and it's sort of dancing around. I have a magic hand.
And how'd you know that I stole it?
All right.
Exactly.
I gotta pay for that information, Chief.
If I look around where he's sitting, do I see a book that looks suspiciously like ours?
Roll perception.
I give him another copper.
That was almost
That
not
is
20.
zero.
It rolled to a 2 from the 20. No.
Actually, no. I'll give him
So,
a silver.
okay, so Zatsu, you give him another copper, and he looks at you. I know you lost a little bit of gold last night when you fell asleep, but that doesn't mean being chintzy with me. And then he looks at Doc
I
as
give
you
him
look
a-
around, or I guess Xenia as you look around. This guy's funny looking, and there's all this grass around him, and what were you looking for again?
Nice grass.
Can I just give him a silver? 'Cause
Sure.
That's actually what I meant to do.
Okay. Ah, much better.
Instead of the copper.
You trying to take the copper back?
No.
Okay.
It's just a copper.
Just a
How exactly how do you know all this stuff that's happened to us?
I just asked him that.
Well, I meant to me.
I told you. And he reaches out.
I
The
just
dancing hand. It knows all. He sort
I
of
give
just-
him a silver and ask him what his name is.
Is it Rumpelstiltskin?
I'm just an elderly traveler. My name doesn't matter all too much.
Are you sure about
Say
that?
what now?
All right, I'm gonna
Yeah, I don't
cast
believe you.
doubt on the just an elderly traveler part.
I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
All right.
I want him to answer a question. He doesn't just get to pop this on us without answers.
Will, do you want to roll insight?
Yeah, I'll roll insight first.
What is
for all
this? This
that.
is one
That's
action.
12.
I
It's
can
all-
still choose to avoid questions even in a truth zone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Um,
means you
Doesn't
can't lie.
force him.
It just
doesn't
occurred to
force
me. I have a
him.
tattoo I haven't used in a long time.
You're right, you haven't. Alright, Zone of Truth. So at this point, no one can lie.
No one?
Anyone,
No,
who's
Anyone
in
in
the
a
zone.
zone.
anyone in
zone.
a 15-foot radius,
And you
which
sort of,
I will make sure he's in.
Yeah.
So
And he smiles and goes, this is quite the spell. And he looks towards Calder. It's like, you asked me one question, gave me quite a bit of gold. I'll let you have 5 more.
All right. God damn it.
Bavarian's like, all right. Goes to the party. What should I ask? I didn't think this far.
I'm also supposed to
Guys,
know
screw Paul,
whether
come on.
Controlius.
What?
It also says I know whether he made or failed the saving throw.
Oh, he didn't even try it.
Okay, so he willingly failed. Okay.
Yeah, he willingly failed.
He didn't try to resist.
All right, guys. Any good questions? We got 5.
I have a good question. You should ask something you want to know. 4.
I was talking to them.
I want to walk up to him and poke him just to test something out.
What?
Oh.
Just don't ask questions. Just let me
Just
do
go
this.
poke him.
Oh,
Fair enough.
So, are you poking chest, head, arm,
Shoulder.
shoulder?
Like the high part of the arm.
As you sort of poke him, are you trying to push? You just poke.
No, just gently poke.
Okay. His arm's fairly solid. Like he doesn't feel. His arm looks spindly, but it doesn't look like it's not. Nothing about his arm feels like it's going to break when you poke him if you push him harder.
So did he say something about us having a special person in our party or something like that?
He said
Yeah, I
one of
think
us
he
has a
said that.
special beef with the Darklings, I think.
Yeah.
That's what it said. Yes.
Okay.
Was it? No, I thought it was like he was like this dude has a beef with them, but then there's another dude that's special or something.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it was
what I
not in
thought. But
reference to Calidor. I think it was
yeah,
in
that's
reference
what
to
I was
someone
Guy,
getting.
can you
else.
elaborate more on that?
For context, I was
Of
checking to see
course
if he
I
was
can.
using an illusion.
You're wasting this.
He just God, will you?
Oh, I guess so. I said you. He points directly towards Caldor. Have a special, let's call it hatred. No, hatred's the wrong word. You have a wish to forcibly atone them for their prior ill-conceived desires.
Is it bad that I wanted him to say transgressions?
No, I didn't think of the word transgressions.
If I had a soundboard right now, I would play the Lord Thea clip of "You'll pay for your insolence."
But
All right, and I
also said that that one, the one with the greenish arm, such a fair verdant. He has an issue with a much more curious compatriot? No, not compatriot. Let's call him your favored fan.
Is this NPC just Controlius?
All NPCs, just me.
Yeah.
this one's extra, just you.
Player question:
DM answer.
will this character respond to questions asked from not Kalidar?
If you pay.
If I ask a question, he's not going to take it off the count.
You can pay more.
You can pay more.
I mean, he's also not gonna answer it if he's not answering to questions not
Alright,
asked by...
I don't need this information. I can just phrase things in a way where it's not a question. Kalidar, ask him how he came into possession of this magical arm.
Yeah, that was on the to-do list.
Such a wonderful list. I got this
No,
arm
no.
as, let's call it, a gift for the one that I lost.
Petrolius has been playing Tears of the Kingdom. This is a confirmation.
Man, it'd sure be cool if I remember how many more questions I had.
Yeah, you have one left, I think. Maybe two.
You have 2 left.
I said
wait.
that as a player?
I know, I was answering as a DM, but wait, let me check.
Okay.
You asked that, you asked that. No, you have 1 left. He's right. You have
He has
1
one left. I was like, he should have one left
One.
because we got a dummy answer.
You got 2 dummy answers.
Yeah,
I got 2 dummy answers. I was whispering the first time though, so he wouldn't hear me, but
He has very good hearing, you've noticed.
yeah, I
mean,
noticed.
He has a magic arm telling him about things. I don't think he would notice, you know, if you're whispering.
Okay,
I
you
don't
know
think that
what?
would stop him.
Before I ask the next question, I am going to use the tattoo.
Really?
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh.
right, goodbye, Controlius.
Did he have anything prepared for it?
I didn't have anything prepared, but I have an idea.
I also didn't use this on the last day of the town,
Yeah.
which
He's been bookshelved.
Mhm.
As Kaldar sort of closes his eyes, and they fade to, you can see him sort of stiffen. Your body stiffens, and you just sort of, your head leans back, and your vision fades to a strange brown. And as
okay.
you look around, Marcus rolls a die.
I'm pulling up my notepad.
As you look around, you see what can best be described. Shit, I forgot. Moved. I shouldn't have moved. What can best be described as a young man. He's sitting on a rock. And he's got this large, thick book. And he's writing, and his handwriting is very fancy. And his clothing is dull. The colors don't stand out, but everything is sort of like a brownish with strange highlights. And then he pauses and looks up in your direction. Oh, you. I knew you'd come. Would you like me to continue your lesson today? And as you turn, you see someone else approaching.
Oh.
You might want to sleight of hand.
And Kalidor sort of collapses backwards as his head was leaning back.
I'll try to catch him if he starts falling over.
Basically lands in a sitting position. You're fine, but
he
just
did the good old sensei falling down, just sitting down.
Yeah. And you see the old man look at you funny. It's like, ah. It feels like you've made a fool of yourself.
I just don't know what went wrong.
So, are we willing to share with the class?
Oh
Willing,
god.
you say.
You alright over there, Cal? What'd you see?
Oh god, Kalidor.
Go ahead. Share with the rest of the class.
Come on.
I just thought of a question I have to ask Catrolius eventually.
Is it D&D related, or is it?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it
You
is.
want to ask now?
Okay.
I mean, I guess so.
I know
So
what it is.
when he uses these magical tattoos, that doesn't affect me in the backpack, right?
No. It affects him alone. Now, the fact that you're in the backpack, you're at his side. He didn't sit on you, if that's the question.
The only thing it would affect you if he collapses and he lands on you, then you're gonna feel it.
Yeah.
Nothing
Fair
else.
enough. I just had to make sure because I was like, wait, like I don't know how. Like I was like, it doesn't like put off any like
No, it doesn't. There's no magic being
residuals. Yeah.
No. All right, continue with whatever you want to say, Will.
Okay, I want to test how magic this man's hand is. Who did
You're
I
gonna
see
chop
in
it
that
off?
vision I just had?
That's a question.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
I'll see
is a
how magic he
question.
is. He knows everything so far.
He smiles, and seems to be his teeth have almost changed. As long as his one large tooth on the left side, he flicks it with his tongue. That is information you already have. You know who you saw.
Do I?
That would be 6.
Alright, Cal. You gonna tell us about this, or you gonna sit over there confused?
Wait, no, that does tell me exactly who I know as a player. Does Kalidar know though? He put the pieces together.
I would say Kaldar's not stupid enough to not know.
Okay. Okay, vision recap time. So, for starters, everything was in like a shade of brown. Don't know how relevant that is.
Sepia tone.
Saw in the vision there was a dude on a rock, like dull clothes, probably not the richest dude. He had a thick book though. I say while looking straight at the Book of Thrawn. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And he also had good handwriting. He was writing something.
I look in the book to see if anything's being written right now.
And apparently he was also teaching someone something. And that's all the info I got.
To answer Xenia, there is nothing additional written in the book.
Okay.
Isn't it wonderful?
No, I'm looking at the book. Say, yo, Throd, who were you teaching?
Are you just talking to the book?
I'm just the book responded. Just talking. Have you been writing in it to talk to
It
in the
has
past?
been responding to just talking. I
It
prefer writing.
responds to just. It responds to just talking. It prefers to be just talking. It doesn't like when
Yeah, I'm
people
just
write
gonna
in it,
talk
but
to
we've
it
been
then.
writing
know.
into it.
I write into it to annoy him slightly. But he can erase it, so whatever.
As you sort of turn towards and put your attention on the book, you see you can sort of see the old man crane his neck. That's a pretty book you have there. Would you like to trade it for more information?
No.
He gives a
I love how you didn't. I love how you didn't even let him finish. Would you like to trade? No.
He gives a tooth smile. I thought it was clever. And all right.
No, thank you.
All right, Thron, you gonna answer though?
And there's a pause, and then there's ellipses, and then there's a question mark.
So, was that not Thron?
But who was?
He might have been the pupil.
So what did you
True.
ask the book? That was part of it. I missed your question.
What was my word?
Who was he
He
teaching?
asked if
Yeah, who was he
Thrawn the
teaching?
teacher.
Yeah.
Who did the person in the vision teach? Let's just go with that instead of making
Something
sure
like
that it's
that.
Thrawn.
So,
Yeah.
as a question, have I ever implied that Thrawn saw your visions? Besides the
Yes.
first one?
Yes,
No.
you did.
Yes.
Besides the
Because-
first one.
No, because when he dragged us into a dream state, he showed us exactly what Cal saw in his vision.
Oh
the first
yeah,
one.
right, yeah.
Yes.
There was that. There was also, I'm pretty sure he responded to Will using the divination tattoo in front of, should have been Medea if my brain works, and seeing their wedding, love at first counterspell, the whole bit.
So he didn't say what that one was. Y'all asked a question about that
No, like,
A lot of that was his response to us even meeting her in the first place. I don't think a vision was involved there, but he did show us in the dream exactly what Cal saw in his vision.
Well, doesn't mean that he saw Cal's vision.
Because the
You-
entire thing was triggered as a response to Cal having the vision in the first place. He said,
Yeah,
"Oh, you saw something."
Yeah, so
he
at
was
this
saying that to
point, I'm
Cal.
assuming Thrawn knows what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I did too. The way that whole
Maybe.
thing started.
And there's a pause. And the
Or
old man-
maybe I was not supposed to see this.
And the old man's next to you goes, I assume you don't need me anymore.
Yeah, pretty much seem useless.
I mean, I will.
Anyone got any more
would've been like,
questions?
why would you want to give a gold to this dude and ask him questions when you can just ask the book about things, and especially who this person is, ask the book.
The book.
Thank you for
The book
speaking
seems
up
to
after
not
we
want to
spent
tell us.
15 gold, Trixie. You have great timing.
Well, I wasn't stupid enough to spend gold, and I don't care what you guys do with your gold.
You silver.
I spent 11 gold.
Yeah, you can hear Jingle as the old man sort of picks up his plate and almost tucks it somewhere in his robe. He starts walking away. As you
Oh, I wanna try something. Dude, can I ask the dude if he wants to bet on a dice roll?
Oh, there he goes gambling.
If he can call the dice.
what are you going to wager?
I mean, how about the gold that you got from us and the gold that like an equivalent amount of gold that I will wager? This is so you can double what you've gained.
Aren't you broke, Grandma?
He's not entirely
Yeah,
broke.
sure, but I have 30 gold. It's still more
okay.
cheap gold.
He pauses between things. He goes, so double my money off of dice roll.
Yes.
I'd be willing to, but we can't use your die.
Can't use my die.
No, because it would be cheating.
He
I
does
don't
just
need to
kind of
cheat.
know.
I don't need to cheat to win at gambling.
You want to make this bet? And he reaches into his cloak and pulls out a pair of 6-sided dice. I'll let you roll first. And he extends his hand towards
I'm
you.
going to cast Identify on these dice.
They are dice.
They are normal, unrigged dice.
They are normal, unrigged dice. Well,
Cool.
they're not magical.
They're not magical. Well, I know enough about loaded dice that I would notice if something's off.
Yeah, you can tell when you taking them?
Yeah.
They are, as far as you can tell, completely normal dice.
What are the chances of me using help on this?
How are you going to help him roll dice?
Roll them real good.
Encourage!
If Grandma was going to attempt to use some technique to like slyly roll them to land on the right number, then Zatsu could make that more likely to happen. But we're also talking about an omnipotent entity not catching some sly maneuver, so
I mean,
I
I
don't
also
think it's
have
gonna
like
work.
a proficiency in the dice set and gambling, so
So roll a
I
pair.
assume that I would roll at advantage or whatever.
Roll 2d6 and then roll 2d6 again.
So what are we going for? Like highest number or what? What's the thing? Even?
Highest number.
All right. Well,
5,
go
4,
with the
3,
9.
9.
I mean, yeah, I
Before-
did roll a 5, 4, 3, 2.
And as you you hold the dice in your hand, and you've used dice before, and you roll them, and you can see the dice turning, and they look like they're about to land on 3 and 2, and then they turn to 4 and 5. And you feel very good about the numbers. And you can see
I
him
make
sort
a
of
s-
staring at them. What's up?
I was gonna say to the small magical lady, make sure he rolls it with his non-magical hand.
Yeah,
Seems fair.
does seem fair.
Alright. And as you see him take it in his magical hand, and then look at you all, and then switch hands, he sort of shakes it, and gives it a toss. And you see the dice bouncing unusually, like bouncing off each other in strange ways that you don't normally see dice bounce. And it's almost like they have spin on them. And it looks like they're about to land on 6 and 5. And the 6 turns to a 4. And the 5 to a 3.
Nice.
Looks like this.
Alright.
The dice have spoken. I will make you one deal. Allow me to keep this money, and I'll tell you where to go.
Sure. It's not my money to begin with.
I mean, it is now, technically.
He gives a tooth in a single toothed grin.
Toothless.
Toothless grin. But he's got a tooth. Tooth-y grin. Yes. You have a mentor. I believe you know where he is.
George? Yes, I assume.
Yeah, you were told where he was.
Yeah.
There is a bit of information about your parents in Brickarg.
This is not a new town name.
And there's someone you'd like to meet. Though,
I'd like to meet, or they want to meet me.
oh, they don't want to meet you. They're
Oh.
not fond of you.
Oh, that's
They're
nice.
a little bit distrusting of you because of your parents. You want to go to the Flying Fish Inn, north of the
Flying
Tower
Fish.
of Tanis.
Tower of Tanis.
That's back the way we came.
No.
Tanis? That's what the clock tower was called.
There's more than one.
Okay.
Is the clock tower Tanis?
Well, nah, I might be misremembering. I thought it was.
It is
I know
not the Tower of Tanis. I don't remember what it's called, but it wasn't Tanis.
Oh, Tanis is the name of a castle. Never mind. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I ever gave the clock tower an actual name.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just called it the clock tower.
I mean, we just got told that it's like the one
Tower of
remnant of the
Tower of
town.
Mishra.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Never mind.
Yeah.
Ignore me.
Tower of Mishra.
That being said, the best route to the Tower of Tanis is by Meji, which is north of Shadowmoor. It points in a direction down the road. Follow this route, young champions, and go past Groudon. Continue west. You will need to cross the river. And once you do, head north.
And I reached Shadowmoor.
That will reach Shadowmoor. If you want
And the
to go
tower is north of that, or which direction is the tower from Shadowmoor?
you will go from Shadowmoor north to Meji. And from there you will find the quickest route to the Tower of Tanis.
Player question: how do I spell that? The Meji? Meji?
Meije.
Okay, thanks.
Welcome.
All right. I think that answers our questions. How many days are we away from Shadowmoor? Just out of curiosity. If we just go there straight.
If you just walk and you don't spend any time anywhere, it will still be quite a walk. But
Yeah, I just wanted to get an estimate.
oh, weeks.
Week?
Weeks.
A week.
More than one.
Okay.
Weeks with an S.
So you don't. Oh. Well, you don't need to cast your water breathing thing anytime soon.
That's to be seen.
Yes.
That being said,
Not because of Shadowmoor.
you appear that your book might want to speak with you now.
We already have the book open. That we were doing something with it before Trixie started.
I'm
this.
assuming that all of you were paying attention to Trixie when he was when they were giving directions.
I guess.
I mean, they will not want to pay attention
He's
to the guys
just
giving directions.
he's just telling. Okay, the book wants to say something. You focus on the book. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Is anyone not turning towards the book at this point?
I am actually gonna turn towards him and see what happens as he walks away. Does he just like walk, or does he disappear, or something sus?
He just keeps walking.
Okay.
Kinda had one more question, but nah.
I mean, if you want to ask him to stop, you can do that.
Nah, I'm good. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, we will cross a bridge.
Yes,
Yes.
indeed.
True statements. So as you turn towards the book, you see in nice fancy handwriting, Thrawn replies, "You had another vision."
Yeah.
What was in it?
Well, I assumed it was you teaching somebody something, or about to teach someone something.
He was holding a book, right?
Yeah, there was a big book. He had really nice handwriting. Honestly, that's all I had to go off of it.
There's a pause. Then Thrawn's response, "Well, I do have the best handwriting ever. And my
Actually, can I like roll a perception to check to see if the book I saw is the same book we have now or looks similar?
Sure.
Do you recognize this?
That's pretty good.
The
19.
books look very similar."
Yeah, the books look really similar, dude.
Thrawn's responding is, "While I do have the best handwriting, and my eloquence is renowned, I'm not the only penman to ever write. I did teach, but my number of students was few and far between. And I haven't taught anyone since I was much younger."
The man I saw was pretty young.
"And who was he teaching?"
That's a good question. Did I see or hear the person? I
No.
don't remember. Okay, didn't hear them.
Didn't hear them, didn't see them. You didn't turn around before you fell out.
Okay, so I saw what I assume is young Thrawn. With the proposal vision, did I also see Thrawn there? I assume.
It was a younger Thrawn, but not. He was definitely an adult in the proposal.
Do the two vision people look the same?
Roll insight.
Man, that's pretty good. 20.
There are definitely similarities between them. They could be the same person. They have similar features.
Yeah, the person I saw in the vision looked pretty similar to the one I saw proposing to what's her face.
It should be noted that the person in the vision seemed much younger than the one in the proposal. The proposal one looked. They were younger. They were an adult. They were a little bit aged,
They look
but not
similar-ish.
Yeah, but they were definitely similarities. If they're not the same person, they are related.
So we just found one apprentice of the dude. And he taught him when he was old. He's a time wizard, so the person he taught is now very old, even though he was younger before.
The person in Will's visions are similar. I have not mentioned anything about the guy you just met. Unless that was the question, at which point.
No.
Then if that was the question, I have to reword my answer.
I mean, there was a question about who that guy was that we just met.
Oh, that was a question earlier?
No, I never asked that.
Yeah, I did
you asked...
we should just ask the book about the dude and not just spend time giving our money to the dude instead of just asking the book.
The book doesn't seem super cooperative, which is why I went with the old man. But
book is never cooperative. Thrawn's meanie.
We can't pay the book to be more cooperative.
I can't cast Stone of Truth on the book.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure. I would still ask the book about the dude.
Yeah, I think that's a Wise choice, also.
And there's a pause in the book. Like, ah, yes. You must have met some handsome traveler, offering you answers for money.
No one says
Handsome?
handsome unless they're referring to themselves.
Well, they're referring to
Can we
the
still see the
hand.
old guy?
No.
Oh wait, handsome. Okay.
Ugh.
Yeah, handsome. It's a pun.
And
That still
you
means
can't
he
see the
knows.
book smiling at you, but you can sense it.
That still means he knows something about the dude.
Look, he's not going to answer. Let's just keep going.
Is he one that you've taught before? Anyone you know?
I can surely tell you that no one I have taught before will you meet along any road.
Okay.
What about the second question?
What's the second question?
Who was the dude?
That would be telling.
See?
Yeah. It'd be great if you could tell us.
Could. But where is the mystery if you're given all the answers?
That's the point, dispel the mystery so we know the answers.
But if I tell you, you will never learn.
All right, just stuff the book back in the bag. Let's go.
All right, let's
I
go
was
down
already
Route
doing
22
it.
now.
Who's leading?
That's not how learning works.
Same marching orders unless someone wants to change.
Naturally, the barbarians always try.
Phoebe and Kaladar and Xenia. Perception check.
Not I.
Ooh,
No, I mean, you want to, you can.
That's decent. Yeah. 5 and 10.
Man, I have a -2 and I still rolled better than Phoebe's 10. Actually, no, I rolled advantage for.
All right, you train. Let's go.
Probably maybe relies on hearing. Sure, whatever. It's still a 10.
I mean, I figure I might as well because when we're traveling, I don't picture myself all the way inside the backpack. I'm kind of like a like one of those little baby carriers. I'm kind of
Popping
half
your
out.
head out.
Yes.
He's popping a little beaker at the top.
Classic
D-Train is
lurking boat
doing-
maneuver.
The D-Train is doing the king. He's like being carried and he's just looking around outside of his carriage like, what are these peasants up to?
The dog's wisdom is twice my score. What the heck?
He's very wise. You're not.
I'm dropping all the frames right now, and I'm concerned.
Uh-oh.
It's a good thing you're streaming almost a still image.
I'm worried about the voice.
I could hear your voice crack.
The VOD will come through just fine.
Yeah, audio usually still sticks when frames are dropped. Usually,
I mean, it's dropped
sometimes.
to 0 KB per second at one point. I'm
Never
just
mind.
dropping.
I mean, that's fine if you're local recording. it
I'm
wouldn't
not. I
matter.
should be, but I'm not.
You can hit the record button late, still get what's missed.
Fair.
Yeah. But...
Start recording. Okay. God, I hope what's there already isn't utter trash.
I don't think so. It's fine, most likely.
Okay. Well, if it's trash, then I'm just missing like a bunch of stuff. Oh wait, there. Now,
Onwards, continuing walking.
now it's no longer dropping frames.
It
Screwed.
might still just.
Yeah, it might later. I don't know what might happen with my internet. Oh no, it's going back and forth. God, why does my internet hate me?
Yeah, just keep recording and ignoring it.
I will ignore it. So as y'all continue walking on, you start to notice that there's a little bit more hills in and around these roads. It's a little bit. The road is starting to get not less traveled, but less refined. There's a little bit of grass, and you walk across a couple onions. just things just growing out of the road, and it was never like it was never paved, and it wasn't usually like tile or rocks or anything like anything clear. It was more just a most traveled path. But now it's becoming more and more just like walking down. And as those in the front, you're noticing that there are more hills, and the simplest path is obviously the one to take. And it is between these two, not large hills, but they're let's say 10 feet high. It's a fair distance between them, but it's not they're it's still like a tiny little valley between these two hills. Um, Suplex, you notice that this seems like it's could best be described as a choke point on the road. As you start walking, there's basically no trees, but these hills are sort of blocking a little bit of view. Everyone who's not in front of the party, everyone else roll perception for me.
Perception. 6. Nice.
Oh, I'm about at my passive perception. 18 and compared to my passive 17.
Am I counted in the back of the party?
Yeah.
Than everyone else.
Hippo, this is some nice grass. It's
Is
nice
it
and
tall
peaceful.
grass?
Yes, indeed.
It's not incredibly tall. It's on the path. It's much more walked down.
Alright, it's not tall grass, guys. We're safe.
Yeah.
There are no Pokemon gonna jump out of that.
Though that being said, Narcera, you're just traveling along. You're sort of watching behind. You've been in the middle for so long. Don't remember what it's like to be behind Hippo and Trixie. Trixie, you are noticing that there's movement around. It doesn't sound like it's not human. It sounds animalish. Arcalcos, you notice the same thing. Trixie, though, you notice that there's some smells coming through the air that aren't great. Suplex, you notice the smells as well. It's not rotten as much as something smells fresh. Y'all want to do anything before I take the next step?
I mean, I didn't notice anything, so.
Specifically, Suplex and Trixie.
I can't think of anything. I'm just enjoying. I'm enjoying the whiff of the air.
All right.
Okay.
As you start passing through between these two hills, you start hearing what can best be described as a hound, a dog. And it's not making a lot of noise, but it's making some. And then you see in front of you this creature. It's on two legs, and it is dog-like. It's got a large snout and canine ears, and it's not wild per se. It's wearing armor. It's got a large blade on its side, and you can't see there's more weapons on its back. At either of its sides are two fair-sized dogs as well. They appear to be hyenas. Large fronts, thick fur, sharp teeth, and
Blade.
What?
I was referring to Blade.
Oh yeah. You can see that there is fresh meat. That's one of these hyenas has. It's holding its mouth. which is possibly where the smells come from. And he gives you a growl as you approach, and then sort of smiles, a wolfy smile.
Got some nice game there.
I'm checking something real quick. And, look, it's company.
How is Phoebe reacting to all the other dogs?
Cautiously.
Okay.
Fair.
You have found my route, my checkpoint, per se.
I mean, you're in the middle of the road. It's hard not to find you if you're just sitting here.
Ah, the small one. It speaks, my loves. Now, I require...
I tiny at that comment.
I require just a tiny fee for protection. I must keep the roads safe for you from the possibility of horrible bandits.
We can protect ourselves pretty well, thank you.
Yeah, we're good.
Ah, yes. Everyone thinks they're good.
You're not gonna take no for an answer, are you?
Till something happens. When they get attacked, there are horrible creatures around that just are willing to do horrible things for money.
Oh, we know.
Yes, I'm sure you do. It is my best suggestion that you be wary, though, of all the creatures that could try and remove your money from your purse.
We got one of those.
Ah, yes. Just earlier today, I met these horrible people. They called themselves Reckoners. So cruel to animals they were.
Reckoners?
Forest Reckoners?
Yes.
Did they ride on an elephant-looking thing?
Yes. They
Knew it.
scared my loves. These hyenas, they're children for me. I must protect them, you surely understand, as I'm willing to protect you. Such bad things could happen to you. If you refuse to pay, I wouldn't be able to protect you from the bandits.
I'm gonna roll insight on a lot of this here.
Alright, roll insight.
It's not great.
So the best you can tell, he's telling the truth that there are probably bandits on these roads. And there's probably some number of ambushes. And he's willing to prevent the ambushes for money.
Does he have a visible coin purse on him?
He has a coin purse. He actually has two.
Well, it's funny he wants to do that, because I'm going to be a little bit of a jerk face, and I think I'm going to cast Fast Friends on him and his crew.
Oh, okay.
No, D-Train.
A similar idea, but go ahead.
No.
So what does Fast Friends do?
Okay, let me click on it for you. 1 second, 1 second. It says, when you need to make sure something gets done, you can't rely on promises, sworn oaths, or binding contracts of employment. When you cast this spell, choose one humanoid within range. Wait, would these people be considered humanoid?
They're humanoid, yes.
Okay.
He's humanoid,
Yeah,
within range that can see and hear you and that can understand you. The creature must succeed a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you for the duration. While
is
the
1
creature is
hour.
charmed in this way, it undertakes to perform any services or activities you ask of it in a friendly manner to the best of its ability. I can keep going if you want.
That's fine.
Is there a
Yeah, that's
thing
fine.
like with the charm thing where it's like after the spell ends, it knows that it has been
Yes,
charmed?
yes,
or-
it definitely
Yes.
knows it's been
It
charmed.
knows.
The duration is
After.
also 1 hour. We can
Yeah.
get out of range of this guy before then.
Mhm.
All right. So you're casting that. I'm assuming you're playing a song to cast it.
Yes.
Any particular song you won't be singing?
Move
Why
the
can't
chair away.
we be friends?
I like
Someone else
Grandma's
did sing my favorite
suggestion.
Kirby song.
Why
gonna
can't
say-
we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
And you see like your magic
I
sort
felt
of
like it
drift
fits.
If I had a-
drift from your guitar, and I mean your DC save is 15, right?
15, yes.
Health and use 1 point.
And it sort of drifts around and sort of circles him, and you see his hyenas sort of nudge him and push against his leg as he's sort of being, for lack of a better description, seduced by your magic. He stares at you and gets a toothy grin. He's like, "Ah, yes, my friend. What can I do for you?"
Okay. We just
Sure,
want to
sure.
pass, so could you please just step out of the way?
Oh, of course. We'd be great friends to let you. I'd be great friends to let you pass. But if you don't pay, then all these horrible bandits, they'll do such horrible things to you.
Let them come.
Well, if you're such a great friend, you can hang out with us for an hour in the back.
Well, no.
And he smiles like, "Oh yes, I could hang out. We could all hang out. All
Nah,
of us.
never mind.
Isn't that right,
I
my
don't-
friends?"
I don't like it. You stay here.
And as you sort of look around, you notice that there are a large number of similar beasts that are on the two hills. They've sort of come up from the top, so they're now visible.
Oh boy.
And out of character, I was wanting to ask D-Train to ask him to give us his money, but in character, I don't know if I would do that.
You also see coming from around in the front these two large, much larger figures with large spiked mazes.
Lord,
That is a lot of them. Oh my. Okay.
And
Jesus
from
Christ!
behind you, you see one other figure that looks very similar. The wolf-like creature with two large, almost half giants that have 2 heads each. And you see
Katroli's put a lot of minis.
You see the one in front smile. He goes, "So, why can't we be friends? Please,
So these are. Go ahead.
let me have some compensation for my assistance to prevent
Friend,
this horrible thing from happening to you."
friends don't demand compensation, though.
It means it failed.
Or, if you don't help me help you, then I'm sorry, but you shall not pass safely.
I'm just curious, how much does he want?
Ah, the most sensible one. There are 7 of you. I won't count your canine companion. It's she, right, Doc?
Yes.
She
Phoebe
appears-
is a female name.
Fair. Things I should have thought about before I asked the question. She looks like she is quite wonderful, and I'd be glad to allow her to pass with only a small time with my loves. I believe 20 gold a person.
Ooh.
Do.
What?
I am so tempted to cast command on this guy right now.
Oh, I'm
He isn't
also
that way.
tempted to do
I don't
something
touch the
real dumb. All right, guys, team huddle. We need to discuss what we're doing.
I
here.
don't think you're gonna last you.
I'm looking at the clock right now. Y'all have until 26 before I click initiative.
Okay,
God.
guys, I say whispering to all of them so that the large amount of people can't hear us. You think we could take them?
I mean,
Worst
Sound
case
like-
scenario, we find an opening and run.
What are the guys on the side look like? Are they just like all the same, like kind of bipedal wolf looking whatever
Bipedal,
that you described the
wolf-looking
first guys?
creature. They have different items. There are some in the front that look much more like brawlers. There are a few large ones with weapons and axes, multiple axes or shields, and then there are a few small ones in the back with bows.
Okay.
Okay, question. Looking at this map right now, was our destination north?
You're
Yes.
just so
Yes.
I'm gonna
Okay.
state this. North on the map is not true north in the game. True north in the game is this direction, but this just I'm putting north on the map so you can tell me when you say I want to go north.
So
That's
that
where you
is our destination direction, correct?
That's the direction you're wanting to go. But currently you are circling.
Okay. Okay, guys. So if we're planning to just run past them, we could just break through the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are the creatures in front of us?
It's
It's the dude with the 2 hyenas, and then the 2 to the left and right were like bigger things.
Are these guys werewolves? They look like werewolves. I think they're werewolves, guys.
Okay, so
Would they
here's the
classify?
plan. If y'all are okay with it, anyone who can't run fast, come with me, and I'll basically carry you while we're running. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up like we're gonna pay him, and then I'm gonna sock him, and then we run.
Okay.
Okay. Nice stealth.
What was your plan,
It's
Zatsu?
a net 1. That is a
If
net
If
1.
you roll a die
God.
without asking and you roll a nat
Zatsu,
1, you
no!
deserve the consequences.
We were strategizing, Satsu.
What are you doing, Zatsu?
I was gonna get the fuck out of there run like a bitch.
Roll a d100 for me.
Oh, you failed.
You tried to hide in the middle of a bunch of people that are all looking right at you.
81.
So
Average.
you turn to try and like sneakily hide, sneak away while everyone's sort of staring at the group, and you get your tail sort of tangled around Hippo's leg by accident, and he's just sort of standing regularly, but it's enough that you weren't able. You sort of got caught up, and you face planted.
Faceplant.
And there's a tiny little cloud of dust, and you make a
This
thunk.
the snake who has no legs tripped and face planted.
Yeah.
It was a nat 1. Snake deserves it.
And you faceplant. You made a tiny cloud of dust. It's not enough to impair vision, but it's not enough to call attention to yourself.
Real
All
quick,
right,
hey
I'm gonna
Hippo.
do one last look around, check. Like, we good with the plan?
Yeah.
Hold on.
If so,
Before we execute the plan, hey Hippo.
Huh.
Can you point your Pokédex at the 2 big things so I can know what they are?
I could, yeah.
Could you do that for me real quick?
I will do that.
So
I'm doing that.
the 2 big guys in the back.
Yeah, not
the
the
one
2
in the
guys behind
front.
us, but the 2 in front next to the party
The one
members.
to the left and right
yes.
and north.
Yes.
So the Pokédex pauses as you look at them, and then it pulls up Gnoll Orc.
What orc?
Gnoll.
Orc.
Gnoll.
No alarm.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a combination I haven't
Okay,
heard
guys, if we're
before.
good with the plan, I'm gonna start.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and I start walking up, pull out, like, I don't know, like a gold bag looking thing.
Okay, you have a gold purse.
Like I'm about to pay him. Okay.
Roll deception.
And everyone is also orderly.
What do
with you,
Yeah, we're all right behind him. As
What
close
do
as
you
we can.
mean? Roll Fine.
It makes
Mine is
sense.
2
Unless
on
Nasira
deception.
wants to
I got a
hide.
7.
Flash of genius.
I'm not saying
Flash
anything.
of
What do you mean
genius?
roll deception?
So deception is not just like verbal lies. It's also like if you're trying to pretend to do something. Like
Would
you
that be
I'm
are-
not
performance?
pretending
That
to do
would-
anything. I'm using this gold bag for something.
Sure, you're pulling out your
Yeah,
gold
but
bag.
you're
You're trying to like mirror that you are going to give him money.
In
Oh,
turn, you are
7.
trying to deceive him, so that is deception.
I rolled a 7. Fine.
So and he
Did anyone hear me say
did.
Flash of Genius?
I did.
Yes.
Doc, you want a guidance? I'm pretty sure they stack.
Sure. That's 10 plus a d4 after that, right? No, wait, what's your
Yeah.
intelligence? Yeah, it's plus 3.
Yes.
Am I rolling a d4?
Help with
Doc's
I think
rolling
Doc
D4.
rolls
Oh.
it.
No, it would be the user.
Okay.
It's-
Rolling a
Oh.
d4. That's
I-
good.
We have doubled his deception.
Have doubled
From
his-
7 to
if
14.
that's I have doubts that it's past the DC anyway, but sure.
Help wouldn't work here, right?
You can help.
You
Help
You
gives
can
you
also
advantage.
pull out a
Okay,
gold purse.
Zatsu keeps asking that question. Do you get any like benefit to the help action that I'm not aware of?
Zatsu
or
does it as a
what?
bonus action. So in combat,
Okay, did
Zatsu
you
can help easier.
Did you say
Okay,
roll an
okay.
advantage?
Roll an advantage.
Yeah.
So roll it a second time.
Okay, please be good. That's much better.
And
I
then we
assume
also
we're
add
all
the other stuff
technically
on there.
helping by all
Yeah,
pretending.
Yeah.
So
So
we're gonna add another 7 to that to a 21 in deception.
so what I'm imagining is with the Flash of Genius and the one Doc did and Zatsu's help is basically
What,
you're all also pulling
guidance.
out gold.
Yeah.
Sure, let's put it that way.
That's definitely the way I'm imagining Zatsu doing it. Y'all might be actually casting spells. So as you sort of
I
approach-
make it look like I'm handing Cal my however many gold, and that's when I like use guidance on it. right
Okay.
there.
I imagine that mine does not have like a motion required.
I don't remember how that one's listed. I think it's just like
It-
you can do
There's
it.
no description.
Yeah.
Just
Then, yeah.
I know guidance is touch, I believe. Yeah, touch.
So imagine you're like putting your hand on your shoulder and just like using like triggering the power. I don't know how that one fucking was supposed to work. You can see him sort of super wary at first as you start approaching, and when Asira pulls out gold and the Flash of Genius and everything else, he's just you can see him taking a look, stare at that gold and sort of at the pouch, and you've effectively made the pouch look bigger than it is, because it's not as full as he wants. And you see him licking his teeth. Ah, yes, my good friends. Are you
Okay.
closer?
I'm waiting till I get right there.
Are you gonna get right next to him?
I'm okay. If it wasn't clear, my plan is to deck him in the face and start running.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will
You
let
was
you
gonna go
roll an
punch him.
attack or surprise.
Can I rage?
No.
No.
Hey, didn't we look at the rules for surprise?
Yeah, we did.
recently, Greek.
We
I
did.
guess
We did
if he's not sensing any threat.
Oh no, he has a yeah. You
Yeah.
can't rage because rage triggers it. You get advantage.
Okay. Well, I mean, the plan was like, wind up, rage, and then punch, but I don't know if that's a thing.
I mean, if you
Anyways,
rage, it's gonna trigger. He's gonna realize something's up.
anyways, so I roll attack with advantage.
Yeah, roll an attack with advantage.
It's pretty good.
25.
It's gonna hit.
So roll
25.
damage. Roll damage.
Oh, that's not the worst.
So I
It's
think
not
Grandma.
the worst.
I think Grandma remembers how it was triggered for surprise. You so you sort of do that, and as he sort of leans in to reach for it, I'm assuming you're holding it in your non-dominant.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Yeah, then
are
use
able
the other
to
hand to punch him in the face.
bring your arm back, and you just catch him right in the face, like right. Your fist is basically on his eye,
Knock some teeth out.
and as you hit him, to say he didn't see it coming is just an understatement. And you crack him in such a way that you hear cracks beneath.
God,
And
I wish I crit.
while you didn't think about, while you don't think you got an amazing shot, the surprise itself just is everything. and he just doesn't. He doesn't realize what was coming, and it was, while it wasn't your best shot, it was an amazing shot against him. And you can feel part of his skull caving under your fist.
Oh boy.
All right.
And his
yeah.
body sort of snaps back.
Do they go down that easily? I think we can take them.
No, I don't think they go down that easily.
And
It's
you
just
hear him
surprise is
howl
really
in pain
good.
as you deal 26 damage to him.
Okay.
Hold on.
And
What?
he flies back
That was treated as critical damage. That's how the math works.
and
Okay.
lands prone, screaming and howling in pain. And you hear this guttural cry of, "Get them! Kill them!"
All right, and we go.
Everyone roll initiative.
I have advantage on this. I said I have advantage on this. All right, it's 12.
20.
Ouch.
Zatsu's
You're in
going
my bag,
first.
so we're good.
All right.
And I'm going absolutely last.
I said
So-
Zatsu's going first.
As a question,
Ooh, wizard goes early. Both wizards go early. Let's go.
Me and Hippo both rolled 20.
I would like,
You rolled a 20 with your additions.
I would like you to all take your initiative and add 3 to it.
Uh-huh.
So
Zatsu goes
15.
first.
23.
All right. Who
Yeah.
rolled a 20 or above?
Me.
223. Zatsu has higher dex, so Zatsu first, Hippo second.
Oh.
And 20.
All right. Does someone get 20 with the plus 3?
Yes.
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 Grandma's
Grandma.
was 20.
And I'm behind that with 17.
Okay.
And I had a 15.
Is that what the plus 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we got a 17 first.
Who got 15 or 15's 10?
I have a 14 followed by. I think
I
I'm
have a
6th, and then
15,
D Train's
and then-
last.
Mm-hmm.
What's D-Train at?
Yeah, but before
E-Train is at an
Caliber
8.
comes Stock.
Yeah, with my plus 3, I'm at an 8.
That is, yes, that is correct, Grandma. Controlia's got that.
Sure.
White.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I got all 7 of you.
Sean, you're in the bag, so we're good for just running away purposes.
Zatsu, you're first.
I
Hippo,
said
you're
we
on deck.
could take him.
Okay.
Or are we gonna try to fight them?
I don't know.
I mean, can't we just technically just kill, like, the first 3 were, that are ahead of us?
I mean, the others are
Controlius, how
gonna-
are you gonna rule us getting away? Are you not gonna tell us until we try?
If y'all can get off the map and keep running, y'all can get away.
As a player,
And
I
just
think
get
we
off
can
the
take
map?
it. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can all get off the
Action
map
to
to the
dash,
north.
turn 1.
Fuck it. Wait, how many?
Yeah, if y'all just want to run, that's a thing you're allowed to do. If you get off the map and just keep running, I'm assuming you're just running. I might have a couple attack you or chase after you for a little bit, but they're gonna do what makes sense for them.
They will
mean, I
just,
could just-
accept their losses at one point. They're at a choke point for a reason. And if their initial surprise fails, then they're kind of out of their element.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Well, they
could
will
just
give some
grab.
chase, but I don't think they're gonna go for they can always
Well-
catch the next people coming down the
I
road.
mean, if we want to stop them from chasing us, I can just grab the small wizard and have them shoot spells back at them while we're running away.
Guys,
I mean, I
gonna-
like the idea of shooting a fireball backwards.
There we go.
Doc was
So-
saying something.
so as a player, I think we can take them, and as a character, I'm like, man, these guys are gonna hurt a lot of travelers if we don't stop them.
There's a lot of dudes here.
And our wizards have
there's
high
a lot of
initiative.
people.
That's a AOE on the left, AOE on the right. Those archers are all gone.
That would
Probably.
I mean, that it depends.
Hopefully.
Depends on their
No.
health.
We don't know how weak they are. That dude did not die to a 26.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just
That's another
knocked
thing.
down and
Would
he's
you
very mad.
very quickly
Anyway.
abandon the plan we established before this happened?
No.
Yeah, like,
Then
make
let's
a
run.
plan.
Definitely
If
run.
everyone wants to run, we can run, but I still think we can take them. Okay,
We
fine.
could, but that makes no sense to double back on our plan just because we had 2 good initiative dice.
I mean, there's a benefit to, like, yeah, we could get something out of it, but if we already decided on running, after the punch happens, you don't want to, like, yeah, let's take him. Just
Yeah.
yell that, and everyone's
We
like,
got our
hold up,
plan and
what?
Everything has gone according to plan, so yeah, we should
Whatever.
follow
The
through.
plan continues.
All right,
Zatsu,
Zatsu,
you're
what do
up.
you want to do?
I actually want to use an attack that I've never used before. Poison.
So that is
Uh,
a relatively close cone.
I know.
What are you attacking?
You have to move to not hit us, but yeah.
It's not an AoE, is it?
It's a
The
cone.
cone
It
is
is
AoE.
AoE.
It is AoE. I mean, I want to move towards the west about 3.
3 spaces?
Why are you moving left and not towards running away?
Fine, I'll go north.
I'm just questioning this.
Made the plan to go.
Run!
Like, if
Yeah.
you were
Oh
going
my
to
God.
attack, you would have objected to the plan before this happened.
As far as I can.
Okay.
I mean, the plan that you want to take is I take disengage as option, a not provoking up attack, and run. That is the way to deal with this. You just don't attack, disengage, and run.
Okay.
That is how you want to run away from a fight like this, if you want to run away from a fight like this.
All right. So I'll let you make your decisions, Zatsu. How do you want to do this?
How do you want to do this?
Do you want to use poison spray? So poison spray apparently is not a cone, but it's a. Does it make sense not to make this a cone?
It's a single target.
Yeah, it's a single
right?
target. So yeah. It is. Let's see. Single target.
Poison
one action.
gas.
Yeah, poison gas. So the way I'm gonna do it. It'll be you basically will spit a poison glob at them.
Single target, right?
Yeah, single target.
Okay.
And it
yeah.
has 10 feet. So if you want to spit to the left or the right, you can do that. If you want to disengage, run for a little bit, spit the poison at something, and keep running, that's the thing I'll let you do too.
Question: if Zatsu spits it at the guy that's down, will it hit the 2 dogs next to him?
It is single target. It's not an area.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you just said it had a radius.
So I thought it was a clone. I assumed it was a spray of poison because that's what makes sense by the phrase poison spray.
You just said it had a 10-foot radius. I
He
thought.
was wrong. 10-foot range.
Single target.
Okay.
Sorry, I said things before I checked what it was
I'll just
because.
go as far north as I can.
Okay. Disengaging first, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Are you using your action to dash, or are you using your action to
dash?
I mean, isn't the action disengage unless I mean,
Rogue
maybe
bonus
it's just
action.
a rogue
8.
bonus action?
What's your movement?
30.
Yeah.
Also, I've discovered I don't have hideous last.
So that is your movement plus your dash, plus
Yeah.
disengage as your bonus action.
That
right.
doesn't look right.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Never mind. I can't count.
Zatsu's gone.
Zatsu.
So
Okay.
I
That's
guess
better.
I'm gone.
Bonus action, disengage, action, dash.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hippo,
That's-
your turn.
That's a rogue.
Right.
There's a
Okay,
rogue.
who is all around me and where are they for the party?
So right next to you is Grandma. In front of you
Okay.
is Legend. There's a space and then D-Train. Then there is a Zinni on a horse, and then the Kaladar in front.
Horse.
Did D-Train have a reason to get out of the bag?
I pulled him out of the bag.
Okay.
Every time you get into combat, he comes out of the bag.
That I'm supposed to.
I mean, the idea of us running away doesn't make a whole lot of sense for him to get out of the bag, but oh well.
I mean, it's easier to separate y'all's pennies.
So, I mean, obviously my plan is to thunderstep the hell out of here.
Yeah, you can take me with you.
Yes, and I was thinking about taking Grandma with me.
What's the range on
If
that?
not, I was gonna
I
grab crap.
Hippo's
I can
gonna
go
use his
90
basic
feet.
movement first.
Alright.
Yeah,
I can just go
thunderstep-
90 feet, so
Okay.
yeah,
Um,
but
it's
I'll
a s-
move so that I'm not hitting anyone else with it.
So let's say, where do you want to move? Let's ask that.
Grab
I mean-
Grandma 20 feet south, thunderstep all the way north.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
And we're out of here.
We have a slight problem, guys.
Hmm.
I'm definitely going to be the last person to move, even after all
I'm
these
going
characters.
to grab you.
Okay, I was like, I can't make it out of here.
I assume he's
Will-
gonna grab you and stuff you back in the backpack.
I was. Well, the original plan was to grab Grandma and use him like an auto turret, but
All right. At this point, the creature on the ground cries in pain, shouting as the seer just slides by him without almost over him. And he's able to see Hippo and Grandma just exploding out of the ground. He shouts in another language, cussing, the best of your ability, cussing, angry, upset.
Oh,
And the rest of the group howls.
Wait.
Know where that came from.
Oh, they're coming.
Mm-hmm.
The three archers are going to advance up, and they're going to attack. All three of them are going to shoot at Kaladar.
yeah, man, I wish I was raging. This is why I get advantage, but I rolled bad. All right, let's see it.
What's your AC?
16.
So they're going to shoot. Each of them are going to shoot 2 arrows at you.
Dang.
But they are not. They are upset, and pissed off, and you can see them almost frothing, wanting to hit you, and they're unfocused. But you do get hit by 2 arrows in the right shoulder. You take a total of 11 damage, 5 and 6.
All right, yeah, we could probably take him.
I know, right?
We have half the party off the map. We can no
Yeah, I
longer
know.
take them.
I don't know. I could take him. Just let me at him, guys. Get out of here. So I don't know about the 2 big boys at the bottom.
Who's up?
Oh,
Who's
okay.
what?
Many of them are in melee range now.
All right. Whose turn is it now?
It's still theirs.
Okay.
They all move at the same time. Okay.
Where is the rest of the party?
Jesus.
I'm
God.
gone.
Yeah.
I assume still running. They have not gotten another turn to get their next 60 feet.
So they're gonna charge forward at y'all, and they start swinging their axes, and some of them have clubs. They are, again, very upset and sort of howling, and they are
No,
again
I was just
unfocused.
thinking
They
about the
have
initiative things, about when they
tactics.
move and whatnot.
But even with their advantage of surrounding some of you in the back,
They have back tactics. Oh
they
no.
I know
course
it's not helping me. Even with their advantage of attacking you and surrounding you, they do not. A lot of them just keep missing. D-Train, one of them does hit you with his club,
Yeah, I figured.
and you take 7.
7. All right.
It's
Uh,
not too bad.
You do hear clinks against your armor, Legend, or against your armor, and at least one of them bounces off your armor as well, Doc.
Okay. Plonk shield.
So I'm not sure I'm going to do it here, but would you let me activate Repulsion Shield here?
Yeah. Does most shield say you have to be hit?
Yes.
You would technically not hit.
I didn't take damage. You said it bounced off. There was contact.
Your AC stopped.
Yeah, they missed the hit.
Yeah, they missed the hit. But the way I'm doing it is it clinks off your armor. Or your shield or something.
So I have to take damage for this to proc is your answer.
That is the way my understanding of it is. Let me look at it real quick, because that is a...
I mean, an enemy could theoretically deal 0 damage, like when you punch someone.
Yes.
And then they
this
would
can
hit.
happen.
Yeah.
But the hit is defined as in you go over the AC of a person, so they don't hit you. It's just that
But, like, I don't
Catronis
understand. If
treats
I
it as
properly
hitting.
block something with my shield, I
that's
can't activate my shield.
Yeah, I'm checking on that real quick. Because that is interesting.
That sentence does make sense that you would be able to do that.
You know what? I will give you that it makes sense to, if you block someone, to push them back with the shield. So I will let you do that.
I would not do it here because we're running and this fight is not going to last another turn.
Yeah. So what I will say in this situation is if it is a close hit, and this one yours was fairly close. I mean, if it is above 50%, if I didn't just whiff the fuck out of it, if I whiff the fuck out of it, no, they missed. But if I get close enough, and this one's close enough, I'll try and describe it as it bounces off your armor, it bounces off your shield. Then yeah, I'll let you do that. That makes sense. I'll do that different from rules as written, because rules as written are, like you said, that doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fine with that. Just remind me.
Actually, I will do it here just to negate an op attack later.
Okay. This one gets roll a d20 for me.
Decide which one gets pushed back.
I know which one gets pushed back. I have another thought.
That's a
Alright.
5.
Gonna push him into someone else? What?
He gets pushed back after he bounces off your shield, and he does block another of the creatures as it was trying to advance.
Okay.
Stupid
Okay.
giant X.
Hal's up.
Doc, you're up.
No, I'm
Doc is up.
Vertical.
I only Doc is above my scroll bar. God damn it! I keep missing him.
Yeah.
Well, you're on
I
deck.
didn't get a turn.
Okay, so just to get a read of the situation, there is.
Do you
Grandma raises a point.
do you want to take a turn from off the map?
I mean, I was gonna debate on putting grease to, hinder them, but I guess nah. I guess I'm off the map.
Hinder us too. Oh,
I
wait, no,
mean,
you can do
sculpt
the
the
thing.
fireball and nuke the whole thing.
I can
Sounds
Honestly,
honestly fireball.
Okay, well, yeah.
Oh, if you want to, I'm fine with that because it's what's the range on that?
I mean,
Fireball is like 120 feet.
Yeah.
Fireball is 150 feet.
Or
and
150
the
feet.
Grease is 60, so both of those should still be fine.
So which one do you want to
Hippo
do?
Thunderstep is whole 90. That means you're 70 away from your starting position.
Yeah. So I will say your grease will probably land around here. But if you want to fireball this group, that's definitely a thing you can do. I'll let you do that.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
I want to give them a gift.
A parting gift.
All right. Dex save, correct?
A parting gift. Yep, dex save.
What am I targeting?
It's a
Big
20
chunk in the
sphere, right?
middle?
He gets everything south of us.
Yeah, it's
Except
a
the two
20
big
sphere.
ones.
No. What am I? What is your spell save?
Oh,
What?
16.
16.
Okay. And you want to target just basically right here and just hit it. I think you can hit everything around here.
Yeah.
Fine.
Big kaboom in the middle. Oh, it's 20 in a radius, so 20-foot radius is big. 20 in one direction and 20 in the other direction. Because radius.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
It's
20 foot radius.
40 in diameter. It's a
Yeah, if you
big
try-
round thing.
So
It's
who's
kind of the
our
whole map.
It hits basically all of these and these two. That's the way I'll count it.
that's like 7 enemies. That's a lot.
All right.
Okay.
Roll your
I count
damage.
9. No, that 2 of those are us. Never mind.
Yeah. 4
20.
4 of us are still
That's a
there.
low roll.
2 of the ones I was counting were us.
If this kills enough of them, I might try fighting. Just saying.
Or Grandma, roll a d20 or roll a d100 for me.
Okay.
There's another turn after this. I'm grabbing a drink.
99.
Alright.
Ooh.
So
How close can I get to 100?
without hitting 100. So you blast. You send this fireball backwards, and it explodes around them. And the
I'm
ones,
setting fur on fire.
the ones around the edge are able to move back just a bit and get out of the range. They do. It looks like they avoid it entirely, but the ones in the center do not. And you can see them. They're scorching in this horrible burnt fur stench, and they're the howls of pain. And when the
Yeah.
fireball subsides, they're all standing there, looking charred, and there's some of them have burning hair still, and they look just upset. And
I mean, just ignite flammable objects. They're definitely not happy about it.
they are
And-
definitely on fire, but not like there's bits and pieces of their hair that's on fire, but they are still basically unhappy. They are definitely wounded. There's some of them are bleeding, some of them are a little bit less bleeding, but all right, Doc, your turn.
Alright. Okay. So there are 2 within melee range of me for opportunity attack reasons, right? To my bottom left, bottom right.
Yes, those 2 are technically within attack range of you.
Okay.
Don't you have Misty Step?
I do. That is not the reason I'm asking. I'm actually going to whack each of them once and then run kind of like diagonally upright and then just straight up off the map as far as I can get with 40 feet of movement.
Okay.
Whacking each of them for the purposes of the mobile feat, because anything I hit first and then move away from, I don't get an op attack from.
Seems fair.
So I'll just bottom left first, then bottom right with these 2 attack rolls. That is not great. That is, but the purpose, it's making the attack that triggers the mobile feat, not actually hitting.
All right,
So,
roll damage on the second one.
Yeah. That's just 7 slashing. It's not a great roll.
You swing at them and you're able to hit one of them. The other one jumps backwards a little bit and is able to avoid it. And it hurts him. He's definitely bleeding from it. And then you said diagonal and then up.
Yeah, whatever gets me. Phoebe has 40 feet of movement. Actually, she can make an attack too, right? As part of this.
Yes, or she can make a dash.
Yeah, no, I'll just have her dash. So 80 feet.
So
Whatever.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Yeah.
40, 45.
Yeah.
Off map.
He's out of here.
He's out of here. Will, you're up.
Alright.
You wanna grab your slime buddy?
Yeah, how much would it take to scoop D-Train in the backpack?
Strength check.
Rage, then strength.
All right.
Boop, and then get in the bag.
Get in the
Does
bag,
a
man.
19 get him in the bag?
D-Train, are you resisting?
No.
All right.
All right, get in the bag and we're going.
Are
Deuces.
you running past either of the hyenas, or are you just gonna try and make a wrap around them?
I would just have to disengage, right?
You don't. So if you disengage, you cannot. You only get your regular movement.
Regular movement of 40.
Yeah.
I think he just gets to the edge of the map with 40.
Yeah, I think
Oh
he does.
right, the other way would be to dash. How
Yeah,
much does
think-
dash do?
Double movement.
So if
Yeah,
you
it's like
disengage and
double.
just run straight up, you will just get off the map, and that's enough.
Hey, okay,
40.
bye.
Roll a d100 for me.
Okay.
Don't drop me, Will.
That's not the.
You're in the bag.
Don't
you could
drop the bag.
Roll a dex check.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
You can see it.
That's not a save.
Roll a dex save then.
All right. Wow.
Law
What
of
are you
D-Train on a
doing?
9 again.
So
What are you doing with
Well,
the law
that's-
of D-Trains?
Last time I think it was a 7.
No, it was
You're
not.
getting 3 7s and 4 9s today.
9.
9. It's mighty.
Maybe 5 9s. What was your
So-
initiative?
What episode am I on? I think I'm on episode 11 of that.
My initiative was
Maybe
10.
12.
Your initiative was a 7 and a 10, so you had another 7. You've had 4 7s and 4 9s. Anyways, proceed.
Roll a d6, Will.
A D6?
D6.
Man, I'm rolling a lot of dice for just running away.
So as you disengage, you charge forward, and as you do, you charge straight over the fallen guy, and you're not paying the most attention, and you step on
You
something.
mean
You
I'm
sort
the
of,
one that put him there?
you're not paying the most attention of where your feet are going, and you step
You
on
just
something,
stepped
and
on
you
him.
sort of stumble, and he howls in pain, and shouts something in another language you don't know, but it doesn't sound happy, and then you step on something else, and it's much less squishy than the first. And you see him,
man, I would try to hit him on the way out, but I already disengaged.
and you're able to get past him, over him and past him fairly well, but he's
But you know what?
unhappy with you.
If I
Did
didn't
you step him in the
disengage,
balls?
He stepped on the
Mhm.
49.
didn't disengage, would
What?
them hitting me stop my movement?
No.
No.
I'm
You also
raging.
don't get up
You know what?
attacks.
Disengage was your action.
I know.
Disengage is your action, you can't attack.
God, but if I didn't disengage,
Then you would get up attacked.
that doesn't really matter. I'm raging. I have resistance.
Do you want to not? Do you want to attack something on the way out?
I kind of do, but no, we're going. We're
right.
running.
Legend, are you there?
Yes.
All right. What do you want to do?
I think I'm
Stand there
going
and
to
wait.
dash and use 30 feet of movement to get off the map while eating approximately 5 op attacks.
Thanks.
Only be 2. Right? The 2 that are next to you. Because he could go up and out the way I
I
did.
can't disengage. I'm running past 2 more things if I go in a straight line.
You can
Unless
go
you're
around.
gonna let me
5,
scooch.
10,
Yeah,
20,
we go
20,
around.
25,
Go
30,
line.
35, 40, 45, 50. 50 gets you off.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right.
2
So
op attacks for me, please.
now I hit
19?
19.
Dang.
Okay.
Wait, was it
Oh,
barely a
hey.
hit? What?
So as you start to dash away, one of them swings his axe at you, and he catches you right in the middle of the back, and it's just it's the exact wrong spot, and it hurts a lot.
I just got crit.
And you stumble, and you're able to keep going, but that was 18 damage you just took.
What a time to get crit. The party is gone.
So So are they chasing, or what's the deal here?
Everyone make a dexterity save real quick for me.
Plus 3 to everyone. It's like we're all running together, I assume.
Ouch.
7 then.
I nat one.
That
We're all good
hurt.
at
You're
dex
in the
saving.
bag.
Yeah, D-Train, you shouldn't have to roll this.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna Flash of Genius Hippo.
Does it work on saves?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ, what is going on with my rolls today?
Hippo's
They're
detect-
absolute trash.
So
Zacius
everyone gets
took
plus
all the
3 on
luck.
this?
Sorry about that. I was in the bathroom.
Sorry.
Deck save.
Dex save.
So everyone gets plus 3 on that, or what?
I'll.
Yeah.
It's plus 3 from paladin stuff. Yeah, if you're all
Okay,
close to me.
I'm assuming everyone's close.
Hold on. Where's the thing? If this is damage, then I do evasion.
That's not.
No, it's just dex save. I will let you know with the amount. All right.
Okay.
So who after the plus 3 from Doc, and I guess the additional plus 3 from Legend to Hippo, got below a 10?
No one.
No one. All right. Y'all have made it away.
How do you
Say-
get crit? Right as the whole party.
Guys,
Well, Catrolius saved me because even with the plus 3, I was still a 10 and under.
Yeah, like
but you were in the
you were in the
bag.
bag. It doesn't make sense to make you
Hippo
roll.
got exactly a 10 with
Yeah.
the double plus 3.
yeah.
As you run away, as you continue to run away, you hear these creatures howling back at you, and you hear the main one who may have been stepped on in the 49s, shouting about he'll get you and your little dog too.
What the
No, he
49's me.
Right in the nutsack.
Yeah.
Okay. I understood
right
that.
the 49. That's what that roll meant.
Yeah, that's exactly what that roll was. Like
Yeah,
you rolled
you
49,
stepped
like,
into his
well, that's
balls.
exactly where the fuck that was.
Right below the middle. God. Anyways.
You couldn't have stepped on his 50 instead?
For the record,
No.
the D100 was a 46.
I thought it was 49. Well, 46 is close enough.
It was
Close
whatever
enough.
it was. I stepped on is 40 somethings.
Also, back to the game. Man, can someone check my back? That hurt like a bitch.
Yeah, you good. You're fine.
I'll pump like 10 lay on hands points into him.
Okay.
Right, and,
Thank
and
you
now
much.
to begin our now to continue our peaceful walk onwards.
Guys, if we leave them there, they're gonna hurt more people.
Do you want to do something about it after we've already run away?
I feel bad about it though, right? Maybe we can take
If you
them.
want to go get them, I'm down. I guess.
We didn't really try to fight. Maybe we can take them.
I think that we should handle it on the way back, because we're going to have to go back to Andoberg at some point.
All
Yeah,
right,
they'll-
team vote. Should we
yeah, they'll
go
get there.
back after we've run
Like-
away to fight
Like
them?
maybe we can like wait until they're not chasing us, then we like turn around and like surprise them, or I don't know, something like that.
We
They'll
could
get-
just guerrilla
Don't worry, they'll
tactics,
get their
you know.
revenge.
Do you
Have
want to
the
ambush
wizard
the
shoot fireballs.
ambushers?
Yeah.
That would be
You wanna
pretty
ambush
fun.
the
Yeah,
ambushers?
that'd be funny.
That
Grandma
would
could
be
just drop
pretty
another
funny.
fireball on them. We know they're there.
Yeah, I mean they've taken more damage than we did.
All
Right?
right, guys, team vote. Are we gonna go back just to ruin their day?
I don't want to now because
Arcalgos is not, no.
ambush.
That's
The
2
ambusher
for
sounds
no.
Funny.
If you're voting no, that's 3 for no.
No, I mean, no, it was Zatsu and you. I
Oh.
thought. I'm abstaining at the moment.
As y'all continue to march forward,
All right.
Feel bad about
same
it though.
same marching orders, I'm assuming.
Do we encounter
probably.
the elephant dude and the minotaur and whatnot?
You haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah, we get their help.
Yeah, they went through there, so they paid.
They're
No, he said they were rude.
Either
Yeah.
they paid or they bought them and they were like, yeah, this is not worth it. I don't know.
I mean,
I mean, have you ever been on the receiving end of a charging elephant?
Can't say I have.
I mean,
So as you continue walking, you get to a spot where it looks like the road sort of turns to the right, turns a little bit down, and then you have to go around and go up this small grassy hill. There seems to be a slight barrier at the top that you can pass through. There's an opening, but past the opening, the road is much more clear.
Are like a fence or a
It's
road
like
checkpoint?
like rocks. Like rock. It looks like you could probably jump over the rocks from the upper half from the road, but they are blocking you from just walking straight up. They're about 2.5 feet tall. You could climb over them, but there's an opening between them. It's almost like a little rock fence between these two little hills that goes up. But the road on the other side is much more clear. It looks like it was cleaned out on the other side of the rock path.
Cleaned out.
Probably by a said charging elephant.
As you get to the top of this area, and you advance forward, D-Train, roll perception.
Me roll perception? Alrighty.
From inside the back.
That is the only thing I've been able to roll high on is fucking perception.
I mean, you have a +3 on it, and that's most likely the highest on perception that anyone has in the party.
Tied.
As
I
you
mean, yeah, with you,
walk
but...
down this cleared path, there's something that's eerily familiar to you, Suplex. And very easily, the group sees a single individual standing before you.
It's the old man, isn't it?
He is young, almost a boy. He's
It's Ash
wearing
Ketchum.
armor, but it looks like it's worn, and it's different shades of green. He has
They're comfy and easy to wear.
He's got a cape hanging off of his right shoulder, flapping in the breeze. And you can see him, he's got
I don't.
spiked hair. He looks at you with a cocky smile, and holds out one hand. And you think he's reaching out towards you, but you notice there seems to be a sphere in his hand.
Oh no.
That has
Pokemon battle.
red on one side and white on the other. Ah. I knew I'd see you eventually.
Who's talking?
We don't recognize him, do we?
Suplex, roll insight.
Yeah.
Caldor, roll insight as well.
Wait, what?
What am I rolling insight on?
Roll insight.
Okay.
Suplex, there's something familiar, but you can't place what? Caldor, you've seen this face before.
I zoned out for a
In
while,
the
but yeah, sure. I
vision.
guess I
I
have.
saw him in the vision. Oh no.
Wait, this is the dude I saw.
He's dressed differently. His clothes don't look as comfy or easy to wear.
Wait, the vision I just saw today?
No.
No, this is a while back.
Oh, this is the big vision.
Boy that
This
looks
is
like he
the-
should be older.
Boy, that looks like he should be
That's not
older
the
than-
only vision you've seen him in. More correction. You didn't see a lot of detail in that vision. The vision you saw him in, you saw a lot more detail, and there may have been a hat.
Man, I need to like take notes of all my visions from now on, which I've started doing. This was before I started taking notes.
And he looks
What
at
was
you,
the
your group.
description of him?
Wait,
right now.
I did take notes of this vision.
What was the question, Grandma?
What was like the description of his hair and whatnot?
Spiky.
Spiky.
Mm-hmm.
He's
So
Gary.
Cape plus Spiky just screams Lance.
Gary.
Yes.
Or that.
Yeah.
Lance or
I don't know. What it is.
Lance.
He's wearing
Exactly Lance.
he's wearing different shades of green though. I want to point that out.
Mhm.
Lance on vacation.
And he
Oh,
smiles at
Lord.
you. And I don't think it's time yet for us to battle. You're not trained well enough yet.
No.
Yo,
my goodness.
just warning. I saw the future at one point with you in it, so just be careful.
You gonna tell him that? What?
Be careful.
I don't know he's bad. I took my notes. I'm reading my notes. Bad thing happens to this dude.
Oh, I'm
bad
fine.
things happen to this dude. Okay.
I've caused bad things to happen to people.
Well, in that case, nah. Then don't be careful. Just let it happen. Whatever.
Please
it
flip them
is.
off while you're at it.
God,
And
my notes are so bad for the first one. I
he,
wrote these.
he fiddles this orb in his hand, and you feel like it's magical. It is about palm sized, and if you notice, there are extra ones. There's going to be extra ones in this orb across his belt. And he fiddles
God, I
with it a
should-
little bit more. He goes, "Do you want to have a taste?"
Well,
I'm
guys,
really curious what happens if we just try to kill him, but I'm not gonna do it.
I'm like, I just look around like, well,
He's
guys,
just a kid.
are we gonna take him?
That's what it looks like, but he's threatening us. And also as a player, I know what's happening, but as a character, also as a player, I know I'm not supposed to metagame here.
He is threatening us. So like,
I mean, we just ask Soup. You know this guy? Should we do that or not? Done.
The party also has no reason to believe Sub knows him.
Except that he's talking directly to Sue.
Didn't he say that he recognized him?
I mentioned that
also
Suplex
recognized him?
recognizes him, or he feels like he does, but he doesn't know exactly who he is.
He feels familiar, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure why because my
I
insight
recognize
was
him
terrible.
because I had a vision.
He points and goes, "Most of you do not matter to me. There's just one. He likes to stay in his little hidey hole."
You're sure you don't know this guy, Soup? He seems to know what you're doing here.
You know,
You can also take another check.
You got beef with my backpack slime?
Does he still love hugs?
Who doesn't?
I don't know. Soupy, do you love hugs?
I like hugs.
I hate hugs.
Yeah, now he hates hugs, bro.
Oh, well, he's just changed, I guess. And he fiddles the magic orb in his hand. Well, how about this? I'll just leave you for now. And he fiddles the ball once more and squeezes it, and you see it glow, and then a large bird creature appears next to him with a very sharp pointed beak and large feathery wings.
That's a Firo.
I was like, did he just threaten us with a Firo?
I mean, it's gotta fear you, huh?
And he sort of puts a foot on one of its talons on the ground and returns. I guess this is goodbye for now. Smell you
Used
later.
fly. Smell you later.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not Lansky, guys.
I was the one that said Gary earlier.
Yes.
When does Gary have a cape?
I'm
Because he
confused
can.
at
But
what
he's wearing
that-
green.
Because I want to give him a goddamn cape.
That's how the focus was fine.
God,
Close enough.
My vision on this dude is confusing.
And as he flies away, I'm gonna end the session for now.
No. Okay.
Okay. So, did Hippo's character get to react and use his dex on the bird? If he did that?
I didn't even think of that.
You know, he has a
He has a
Pokedex. He
cape.
gotta look pointed at the Pokemon, right?
Wait, he has a ball. Wait a minute.
Can we retcon that and say you did it?
Wait, you
I
want
am
to?
just-
Is this a custom mini?
Sure.
This is kind of custom mini.
Oh my
Alright.
goodness. You customized
Cool.
the Gary mini.
Yeah, I did.
Let's go. We need to see a good picture of this.
I will. But I hope you all had fun today.
We ran like little bitches.
I mean, this is a thing you made the decision to do.
We could have taken.
I was gonna say we didn't really.
We could've
Foley, if
taken.
I dare you to pick a worse time to crit me.
I wasn't trying to.
I don't think we did any kind of combat the entire time.
We haven't done
well,
real
fine.
combat in a few sessions.
they got
wanted to take
fireballed.
them.
All right, but I hope everyone who's watching the stream had fun, and good to see everyone. And we'll do this again next week.
Bye, chat.
Say happy Mother's Day to your moms. Bye.
Yeah, flowers, chocolate dipped strawberries, all that.